All right, and we are live on YouTube, I think.
Yes.
Yeah,
I think so.
I think.
You're the one.
Yeah,
that's
because
streaming.
nobody likes Twitch anymore.
Yeah,
That's true.
I Twitch terrible for discovery.
Get wrecked.
I know. I always like the YouTube platform more.
But yeah, so let's introduce ourselves for those who don't know who we are.
All right, starting with me. I'm Chris at wakeupgaming.com, also known as Wake Up People.
And then I'm Vic. Oh, my bad. I'm Victor. And I don't have anything yet, but I guess other people can call me Massive Banana or Titanic Cucumber.
We're working on it.
Or
We're
we're
working
working on it. We'll figure something out. It is what it is. Like, we'll find a brand.
And I'm Mitchell, other known as Blueberry Lover, and you could follow me at Blueberry Lover on YouTube.
All right, so we're opening up today by doing a general overlook of Phyrexia All Will Be One. We're not doing a total set review because we don't want to look through every single card and talk about every single card. Because no one,
200.
yeah, because no one cares about every single card.
Now, if you're a limited player, maybe, but that's not the focus of today.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I hope it's been a while since we all talked. So I hope everyone had a great Christmas and a great New Year's and Lunar New Year if you guys do celebrate that. So, are you guys excited for the set, or like, what are your first thoughts about this set, you guys?
Hold on, we can gauge this better. Did you guys pre-order this set?
I actually got a fat pack, or wait, I can't say that anymore because
say that.
Bundles, man. We live in
It's
23 now.
I know it's a bundle. I actually got a bundle and the commander deck set just because bundles. I just like collecting the dice, and I thought it'd be cool. And then as for the commander decks, I feel like that's like the only format I play, and sometimes some commander decks like you just get really good good cards. So like it's kind of a terrible thing to do to pre-order all the time, but it's just to make sure that you get it. Like for example, like when Warhammer 40k was a thing, that was super expensive. Ikoria ended up becoming a banger because of the free commander spells like Fierce Guardianship and Deflecting SWAT. So just really glad that I got those. So I may be FOMO talking, but yeah, that's what I got.
I'm gonna follow up that question with no. I didn't buy anything. I wasn't feeling the set. No.
I'm not buying anything, and I don't plan on buying anything.
Not even singles. Nothing speaks to you.
Okay, I'm lying. I'm probably gonna buy collector boxes to be a Rudy and hoard them. Other than that, yeah.
The collector in me is like, do you care about the set? And I go, no, I don't.
I don't know, man. Phyrexians are a really, really big part of Magic's history, and I feel like as a collector, you probably could, people want those things.
I don't know, I'm not a fan of the Phyrexians. Like, yeah, I don't think they're that cool.
That's a hot take.
That's a hot take.
Okay.
They're only like the most menacing cyber zombie things that like totally like just think of like the Necrons. That was
big up 40K. I'm not even a 40K guy.
Yeah.
I do like that they fight each other. I do like their infighting and that they're religious zealots, but they just don't do it for me.
Oh,
no.
Okay.
And like the way that the story's been going for me, I don't like it. I don't like how they're being portrayed. They feel too powerful, and I don't know how they're going to come back from this.
Oh, okay. I see what you mean. So we just have to hope that it's actually some good storytelling and not like plot armor. Is that what you mean?
Yeah, I'm like thinking about it, and it's like the way that it's going down. I'm kind of scared that they're gonna do like a button reset of like they're gonna do like a time like some time shenanigans, and it's like, oh, all of this didn't even matter.
Oh gosh, that would be terrible.
Yeah, and I feel like that's how they're going because it's like everything's hitting the wall of like Jace is getting corrupted, or he got completed. Rast is getting completed. Nayuri got completed. Like I'm just like,
Oh man,
I don't know, dude. I don't know, man. Everyone's getting completed. I don't know. I don't know what to do
I
with
just
myself.
remembered we did the predictions. Like I think that was our last episode. We did predictions like 6 weeks ago or something like that.
This is true.
Yeah, and we were wrong.
It's okay to be
We
wrong.
no we okay we were mostly right. We had like it was like the last two where we
Yeah, it was those were hard.
I was really hoping Luca would like be cool, but I guess like, oh, I guess he's gonna forever stay as an asshole.
no I thought he was I
Whoa.
thought he was gonna be an antagonist, but not be completed. And they're like, nah, completion you go.
Yeah.
What do you mean? In order to be the villain, you just have to be part of the Phyrexians. You have to be completed.
No, we have Tezzeret. Tezzeret sits
Tez-
there and is like, guys, I want to be part of the machine. They're like, no.
Didn't Tezzeret like he noped out of there because he was okay with like the completion process, but he wasn't okay with like losing his individuality?
I thought they don't lose their individuality, but they reshape the
Mm.
mindset towards the goal.
Well, that kind well, in a sense, when you reshape the mindset into like that like one goal, you kind of do lose some individuality, which is why like Urbraska's like faction is a little bit different, where he's like, yeah, we want progression and all that stuff, but you know, not to completely take away the individuality.
No, I'm not big
I
on
don't
the
know.
lore, so you guys would know more.
I have not been up to date on it for a while. You know, I've just been busy with everything. But that's why it's like, you know, when kind of glad that we got back to discuss this, because I think it's kind of fun jumping into things that are new. You know, engage with the products you want to engage with.
Yes.
You don't like, you know, don't become obsessive about it, because that's when it gets unhealthy.
Yeah.
I will only engage with none of the products.
But yeah, so if you guys are not pre-ordering anything, are you guys thinking about for singles?
Maybe.
Yeah. Oh, I'm planning to draft the set because the set looks pretty strong to draft. I'm hoping it's fun because I really liked Dominar United. I didn't like Brothers Wars. That was a really weird draft to feel out for me.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm hoping this one feels right, or at least I get it.
Okay. Well, to be honest, like I just took the skim of it just like not too long ago, and I think the set looks pretty fun.
I think it's okay. And Chris, I believe in you.
Well, when things don't click, mistakes happen a lot.
Hey, Bob Ross always told me about mistakes. Wait, or is it happy accident?
I don't know. We're all Asian. We don't make accidents. There's only failure in my life.
Oh my gosh.
But do you guys want to start off talking about set mechanics, or you guys want to go straight to cards?
I think set mechanics are fine. Yeah, let's go with set mechanics, because I for one like toxic. Now, because
that's the big
I
one.
don't know. I think it's funny because it's like people. This is a very very hot topic on the EDH subreddit, and I'm here like I don't know why people are losing their minds over it. It's like it's fair infect, if anything, and it's more balanced to like the toxic player, because you know, I don't know why people have this mindset where they want to get cheesed all the time, but no, it's like the goal is that like you still do normal damage. So then if somebody else, one of your other opponents, you know, gangs up on another opponent, you can still contribute. It's not like, oh, I have this 5/5 Glistener Elf, I'm gonna swing at you, and the person is like at 21 life. Oh, well, it don't matter. I'm at 5 infect now. So
I think also, sorry.
No, like the way I see in toxic is It's a mix between, and this is kind of wild because this goes into the next mechanic, which is corrupted. I think it's like energy. I see it as energy.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah, I
they're
guess you
trying
could.
to. They're trying to like have another dynamic. I can see that. Like you want payoffs, right?
Yeah.
Well, to be honest, it's like, do you guys remember like from Future Sight that one sliver, the venomous one that gives like all your slivers like poison one?
Yeah.
It's the same thing. I was like, I don't see why people are so like upset about it. It's like, I guess those people who don't like
It's
Yeah.
toxic
it's
don't
the
like slivers either.
no, it's the saltiness of getting hit for 10 infect.
or
Yeah,
or 10 poison counters now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
but that's the thing though. It's like I don't think the likelihood of you getting knocked out in one go is very likely. Like, because it's going to
What?
be well,
What?
because it's like I'm talking about like for infect, because like people are scared of infect because you can get giant growth, and might
Because
evoke
it's real and
Crosa,
it
and
happened.
well, that's what I'm saying. But then with toxic though, it's like whatever. Like toxic is just that flat number. You're
you're
not
right,
gonna get it doesn't scale up with the damage.
Well,
So I don't.
actually, if you give something with like toxic 6, double strike.
Okay, well we were talking about that or extra combat, and absolutely, but the same can be said for like an infect creature, you know. But at
Yeah.
that point, I feel like you're
But the-
you're less likely to get cheesed by
But
it.
the
I think.
balance of infect creatures were that they were weak. They were like 1 or like 2 power like creatures, most of them.
Yeah.
Whereas
I don't-
like some of the toxic creatures here I have like toxic 3 or like toxic 4.
Yeah, to compensate. And even then, that high toxic number is rare. Because
I
I
don't
think
know.
I think the main goal right now is if you want to win with poison counters for this set, it's just hit them, death by 1,000 cuts.
Yeah.
So you're not losing out of nowhere, but you do have to keep track of it.
Well, not only that, but it's like it's just a normal aggro plan. It just so happens that like, oh, if you happen to get toxic out, that's like okay, cool. But if you're playing normally and you're just mindful about it, just use your removal spells and get good. Like it's like I don't know. I don't see
Also
it.
something called blocking.
Yeah, exactly. Like not every toxic creature has evasion, whereas like blighted agent and
Like
plague stinger
it
have
was it was literally just like those couple cards. It wasn't even that much.
it was it wasn't really that much. Like Glistener Elf doesn't even have anything. Glistener Elf is just a 1/1.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think Toxic's a great mechanic, and I think it's also very thematic too, because like you don't want to get touched by it, and then if you do, then we could bring up to the second set mechanic. Well, I guess it's a more of an evergreen mechanic now. Or at least it feels like it's proliferate, because then like if you get touched by it, then it's like oh you think you're safe, but at least Toxic can I don't know how well
I think
it'll be.
proliferate also helps with the oil counters too that they want to try to push.
Proliferate's
Yeah, it's
really
the glue. It's
yeah.
the thing that holds everything together.
Yeah.
I think the set might have been built off proliferate. Now that I look at it,
I wouldn't. Yeah. Take notes, Chris. This is for your draft.
oh, but
yeah, it works with the planeswalkers too.
Yeah, no, it just works. It just works. But the other thing for toxic that I like, and this might be the last thing we say about it, unless you guys have questions, is I think it's good for cube too. Because a lot of the time, you in fact didn't play well with cube because it's so narrow.
Yeah, you have to it's kind of like Storm, right? Where you have to go all in on it and hope that the cards get past you, and then if not, then you're kind of left with a lot of bad cards.
Yeah, but Storm, you could do some weird stuff to make it viable in a very like low level sense. Like Empty the Warrens is okay if you can get like 4 goblins out. Not the best, but it's okay.
Oh yeah, it's manageable.
Yeah, but like Infect, that if you don't have 10 poison counters, you just wasted time.
Yeah, no, exactly. And then, to be honest, I think it's also good for Commander Cube too, because in Commander Cube, it's like you're going to be playing with a higher life total, and not only it's you still have to get to the 10 poison counters, but you're still doing normal damage, and you can still contribute with taking down whatever arch enemy is at the table at the time.
Yeah, and then last thing to mention is that a lot of the toxic creatures are just incidentally good. That's what I think, because they're incidentally good, that's what's going to help glue them to bringing poison counters into random cubes.
And it's going to be normalized in EDH, possibly, maybe. We'll see.
Oh, I don't know.
I don't think
Maybe.
it's going to be meta like it's like but I think it's totally fine for casual, mid power, maybe higher end casual, depending on your play group or your meta game, if aggro is a thing. Because it's always fun to, like you said, Mitchell. Like, can you imagine somehow surprise it, like surprise double strike and then or extra combats and be like, ha, like you got cheese. It won't happen often, but you can.
I don't know if it would be in high competitive play. I don't
No.
think there's enough. I don't think there's enough creatures yet.
I don't think
And-
competitive play, but like, or do you mean like high power casual?
Yeah, like high power or high power casual too. Like I don't think there's enough creatures yet.
Well,
And there might be more in March of the Machines, but
I doubt
I
it.
think it's yeah, I doubt it. What I hope is that they don't leave toxic, and it's like, all right, we introduced it, and now we're gone.
I would like.
We're gonna do
I
that.
would really,
That's
really-
exactly what's
yeah,
gonna happen.
no.
I know, I know.
It sucks. I really would like a few more toxic support in March of Machines. That's like the hope. Like you don't have to go that crazy, but just a little bit more.
No,
But I
there's no
I
way.
guess like proliferate kind of helps it because you just need to connect once, right? And then you can kind of get to it.
Yeah, yeah.
But to be honest, though, maybe toxic doesn't even need to KO with poison. Like the other mechanic is corrupted.
Yeah,
You just need to get 3, and then you just get some sweet payoffs.
Yeah, and that might be like the ticket. Like I think corrupted might be something more that people focus on rather than like the toxic part.
Yeah, and I think given enough time and a bit more cards, the mechanics should be fine.
Yeah, I agree.
There's some really good commander cards that have corrupted on it that I thought were pretty sweet.
I'm not gonna lie. I have not looked at any of the.
I just looked at them today and yesterday because it popped up on my recommended because it's like, hey, you haven't watched anything Magic the Gathering related in a long time. I'm like, oh, okay. So do you wanna hop? Is there any other mechanics, or do we miss anything?
Forbidden.
Oh right,
Yeah.
the Mirrodin's version of Living Weapon.
Yeah.
I think it's sweet. It's flavorful. The name could be better.
Yeah,
but
Oh yeah.
I dislike the name, but the mechanic is actually good. I like Living Weapon in general.
Yeah. I think all the the artifact equipments for Mirrodin, I think all of them are playable in a cube or like
it
in
varies,
draft.
but like if you want to like support, yeah, if you want to support like Boros equipment and stuff like that, definitely something worth looking at. And the other cool thing is if it meshes really well with as a mechanic, it meshes really well with prowess, artifacts, a lot of overlap.
oh, you're
there.
right. That's right because it's non-creature. Yeah, you still get a body.
Yep.
And you know what? It makes it 2/2.
Yep.
Technically, I think it's pretty good still because you can flicker it too, right? Because
Yep.
some flicker cards. Yeah, I think that's actually not
True.
bad. Yeah,
Oh
you get
shoot!
some.
I didn't think about flickering it, but no, you're right.
Yeah, there's some flicker shenanigans that you can do and reset and get another extra 2/2 body and stuff like that.
Are you
Yeah.
talking about what I think you're talking about, Victor?
What? What do you
Am I
think
hearing?
about?
Am I hearing something called value?
Yes. The Value Town.
Yeah, this place way better. Yeah. That speaks to me now. Like, hold on. You got me thinking about it.
Are you feeling it?
I'm feeling it now.
And then I guess like there's a sub theme of equipment and there's some rebels, but I don't think there's anything like rebels. So
No rebels, but like the equipment theme is like the rebel mechanic.
hmm
I think I like the idea of of like the equipment staying on the board, kind of like if you think of them as like spells that you always have, that you can always use. Like you play it, and then it's like the was it this the Marion what's this? How do you spell this? Say this Bardiche?
Bardiche?
Bardiche? Like
Bardiche.
Oh man, dude,
You-
I'm gonna Google it now.
It's
I'll-
Bardiche, right? It's
Bardiche?
French. Bardiche.
I don't think it's French, but I'm
I know.
I was gonna make that joke. I was like, wait, I don't want to be stereotyping anything or
it's either Bardic or Bardic, because the CH, or maybe it's Bardiche. I don't know. Anyway, it's a
Bardiche.
five drop.
I think it's Bardiche.
Bardiche. Okay.
Either that or Bardi. God.
Bardi. You know what? Yeah. Anyway, it's a like you play it and you make a like basically a was it a 4/3 with vigilance, but then like
For
when
5
that token
mana?
dies, for 5 mana, it's not that bad.
Not
Is
for
it bad?
limited. No, not for limited.
Yeah, I don't think it's bad. And then like with the equip cost, like or not, I mean like for later, like just equipping it to something else, giving it 2+2+1 and vigilance. I think that's pretty good. Like for limited.
Oh man, you should see that rare, the red one. That's like I feel like people are gonna lose that card so much. It's like it has a goblin on it and it's like a kite.
Oh, that one?
I'll-
Yeah,
Oh, that one's
right.
good. Dude, I
that
just
one
I just
I
hate
don't
the
know,
equip cost.
that one is
That's it.
funny. Oh
Oh,
no,
Oh.
not that one. Is it the glider? The glider.
Dragon Glider or
that's good.
something.
I just see flying and hasted +2/+2, and I think that's good already.
Yeah, I'm like that's pretty solid.
With for
Well, if you-
Mirrodin.
Wait a minute, it's a better. I mean, it's not Shivan Dragon, but it's definitely like.
Sarah Angel, better Sarah Angel possibly. No,
It's-
Angel's good because it has vigilance.
It falls
Yeah,
more
but-
in line with red
It's got
the red
haste.
dragons like Glorybringer.
Yeah,
There's a bunch
I
of
think
them.
I think there is like a 5-drop, 4/4 with haste flying dragon in like a previous set. I don't know the
That's
name,
like
but
every dragon. There's Glorybringer. Shivan Devastator is technically one of them.
I'm thinking about like the common. There's like a common that they printed.
Oh, that's volcanic dragon. That one's a 6 mana.
There we
one.
go. The 6 mana. See, this is a better volcanic dragon.
I'm like, hold on.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of like 5 mana 4/4. I'll keep talking about cube all day, but 5 mana 4/4 dragons.
All right, I did Dragon Wing Glider. That's a pretty cool card.
Yeah, it's solid. It's good. But yeah, so for Mirrodin, great mechanic. Just name could use some work, but I guess
I think
That's
some
what
of
we
the
got.
cards can use some work too when you actually look into some of them.
do you think so? I don't know. Maybe I haven't seen everything, but so far I think the set
I might
has
be
a
lucky.
nice it has a nice balance of fun, strong, unique, and then like some ones that are like you said gimmicky. I'm okay with gimmicky cards because
I think I just might be picky.
You might be picked. I don't know. So I look at Bard Batterfist, and like, I don't know. I like it because it's like an interesting flair of like the 3-drop, like the 2-drop 3/1.
Yeah, I
That
think
you
I
can,
want.
that you can pass it off.
I like that one.
I like it too. I think I like the flair. I like the flair of like the 4 Mirrodin cards. Yeah, so I agree.
Wait,
I like it.
is there actually affinity in this set, or is it just like
Affinity
like,
for
Artifacts.
artifacts and equipment. It's there.
Okay, okay. Because I think affinity is also a sweet mechanic that they kind of brought back. That's not completely busted, at least
What do
this
you
time
mean?
around. But it's a busted mechanic, but
What do
I
you
feel
mean?
like they brought it back right this time.
Everything in the set is artifacts.
Okay.
The
Yeah, but
majority, like the Phyrexians are all artifacts.
Oh damn! I just
No,
Well,
realized.
not all of them. But
they're zombies. They're either artifacts or zombies, right?
yeah.
I think it's good.
Just to date ourselves, another 5 mana dragon. That's a 4/4 with flying and haste. Storm Breath Dragon.
Oh.
That's a good one.
Yeah, but that's definitely better than this Dragon Wing Glider.
Yeah.
It has It's pro. What is it? Pro white?
Yeah.
Pro White was really good for its time, and even
Oh.
then, it's like I think it's pretty good because it's like when Modern wasn't so power creep by the Horizon sets, like you saw it like at the top end of some like Ponza decks because it dodges Path to Exile and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was pretty good.
All right.
All right.
I think that was all the mechanics that we talked about.
Sweet.
Was there
So,
anything else?
let's-
Hold on. Was there? I mean, there's completed, which we kind of all know what that does at this point,
Yeah.
It's not new.
and then proliferate. Yeah, I think that's it.
So
Oh wait, oil
it's
counters.
prolifer-
Oil counters.
Oil counters is just fancy charge counters, and it's like an extra currency. And who doesn't like micromanaging extra currency?
All right, good enough. I
Yeah.
mean, what else did he need to say?
Yeah, no, like for reals, you know. But I don't know. I think the set's I don't know why. The set looks really fun. But who knows? We'll see how it actually plays out.
Yeah, I'll let you guys know. I mean, one thing I like to do too, because I write cube reviews, is I like to actually play the set too, just to feel out how the cards play in limited. Because there's like one thing to like look at a card and be like, oh, that's cool. But every set, people go, why did we overlook this card? Why did this happen? It's like, because you didn't play with it.
Mm.
What card do you think is going to be the one that's like overlooked and it's going to like ruin the formats?
Yeah.
Do you have a card that like stands out to you?
It possibly bloated contaminator.
Oh,
Okay.
bloated contaminator.
But
That
like,
card
I
is-
don't know. But like, I don't know because everyone's like, "Oh, this card's a stat creep." I'm like,
Dude,
oh,
it's so good. Like it's so dumb.
it's so boring.
It is
What do you-
boring, but it's like it's so pushed. Like how many things can you give to a creature? This is how far we've come, guys.
You know, I feel like I would have liked it if it was like a 4-2 or like a 4 like a 4-3.
4-3, 4-3. I think a 4-3 would be very fair because like at least you can. I guess I don't know. They don't have lightning
I
bolt.
could play
in-
Llanowar Green Widow if I wanted to play a 4-3.
But yeah, I know for sure. Like bloated contaminator is
Why is it a
maybe
4-4?
maybe it won't be that good. Maybe it won't be that good. Like because toxic one is just not good enough.
Why is it a 4-4?
What? Yeah, exactly. That's
Why are we lying to ourselves? It's a 4-4 trample. We have to
Yeah,
stop the
no,
cap.
It's a 4-4 trample for 3. Yeah,
For
like
3. And then it has toxic one, and then a proliferate.
yeah, no, yeah. It's just like it didn't need the proliferate part. It really didn't.
Did we also mention it has trample?
I looked at because when I was doing my key review, I looked at every other card with 3 mana that had a stat line of 4-4 or higher. This was the
No,
only.
there's very few.
This
yeah.
was the only one without setbacks.
Yeah.
yeah, that sounds about right.
Oh, like this card's ridiculous.
Do we think it's going to be played in any format?
I think
Um,
standard minimum.
I think
Other
just
than
standard and commander, or maybe cube, maybe.
Cube will like the cubes that power creep themselves constantly or upgrade due to power level will like this.
Yeah, because like honestly, there's not that many. Yeah, I think it's. I don't know. I think it's so good.
That's so ridiculous.
But here's the thing, though. It's like, I don't know. I remember back in the day of like locks and smiters and stuff like that, and
Those are good times.
yeah, those are good times. But I'm here like, but locks and smiter didn't have trample. This has trample. Is that going to be?
Are we having a repeat of the menace?
You talking about siege rhino, like an over pushed like creature?
Is this going to be the return of the menace? Yes.
I think. Well, actually,
no,
yeah. Because
no, it needs lifelink. It needs lifelink.
True.
No.
And
Oh.
vigilance. That's okay. All right. I don't know, but I feel like people might be saying that this is like going to be the menace of standard.
I can believe it because it's like do they have good kill spells in
Yeah,
standard right
standard
now? I
has
know,
really good kill spells right now. We have Infernal Grasp and
I
Go
know
for the
black does. Does
White-
the other colors have anything good?
White has Fateful. Red's gonna struggle.
Wait,
Red's really
aren't
gonna
there-
struggle.
Aren't there any? Isn't there any black spells that are like kill target like or destroy target like creature that's like 3 mana or less?
There's a couple,
there's
but
a
this Infernal
couple.
Grasp that's like the one that catches all. I think.
Catch
I know.
all, loses 2 life, and then go for the throat. Is what black has right now.
Yeah, Black won't struggle.
Wait, go for the throat is in standard.
Yeah, it came with the Brothers
Yeah.
War.
Yeah.
Oh, but
That's-
I mean, I guess there's a lot of things that are artifacts, so right? Isn't that
There are, but there's a lot of good non-artifacts. Like
No,
not
Mono
like,
Green ain't playing artifacts.
yeah, Mono Green ain't playing artifacts, and Shieldred isn't an artifact creature. She's just a praetor, so she can still get hit by Go for the Throat in like the Mono Black mirror matchups and stuff like that.
I know that I said that I'm not interested in the set, but if you guys push me, I might play standard and go mono green.
Do it.
Yeah, to be honest, Mono Green is looking really solid. Like I feel like you can get ramp, and then you have like there's a lot of really good toxic creatures in Mono Green. I feel
That
like
from what I was looking, yeah.
like Venerated Rot Priest is just like a 1-mana 1/2. It's like that's pushed already.
Oh wait,
But-
we're talking about that card now, or are we?
Oh yeah, let's go. Let's just talk about green right now. It's just because green is so good. And
Is Green returning?
like
Venerated
I don't know.
Venerated
I
Rot
think-
Priest
I'm
is pretty
looking
good
at
too.
I'm
nah,
looking at Red Flight Stalker, and I'm like, bro, it's a 3/1 with Toxic 2. I'm
Dude.
loving it.
not only that, but you can play Canker Bloom. And Canker Bloom, like not only is it removal, but like, hey, guess
Oh.
what? I can proliferate. Oh yes.
Why is Canker Bloom a 3/2?
Yeah, I was about to say that. Did we mention it's a 3/2?
I saw-
Because
Two meta.
Oh, like I saw people talking about when, oh, this card's cool. It does all this. It's a faster thrashing Bronodon. I feel it. And then I saw it was a 3/2. I went, hold up. I thought it was a 2/2.
It's a 3/2.
yeah, no, it's good. I don't know why. I just feel like it didn't need to be a 3/2. I know that like 1 point may not seem like a big deal, but like when you're aggro and you just put that clock on them,
It's a like
No,
for
it's
2 mana.
Yeah, no. The damage difference between 2 and 3 is like a 7 to 10 turn clock.
yeah. And then on top of that, you can assuming that there's no good targets to destroy and you don't need to proliferate, you can even trade up too, like block with it.
It's it trades well.
Yeah.
I was like, that's
And green is just solid. You got that Venerated Rot Priest. You have the Bloated Contaminator, and we ain't even talking about like we're just talking about this set too. Like we're not even talking about like green's other support from like previous set. We're assuming we're talking about standard.
yeah.
Oh, and then not to mention, viral spawning is so good for
Viral
this
spawning.
for standard. I don't think it's gonna be good in like any other format, but
It's
Um,
literally call the herds.
it's
Oh,
like
wait,
you
it has flashback. Wait, why is flashback in this set?
yeah.
Why does it
Why
have
is it-
flashback?
Why
This,
does
this
it
is a,
have
this is a
flashback?
this is a great payoff for corrupted. Like stuff like this is gonna make toxic where it's like, shoot, I don't even need to kill you with toxic. I can just like pile on the 3/3 and go aggro.
But here's the thing. This is also thematically like I like this card because it like meshes with the lore of like the set because it's
Oh,
like they're trying
yeah.
to get in there,
Yeah.
and it's just like what is it, wave after wave after wave of Phyrexia. That's what it feels like.
Yeah, the art is sick too. I totally dig it. I dig it. Yeah, no, like for real.
Honestly, but those are all the green cards in this set.
No,
Okay.
no, well, there's a lot of good green cards. Like
Tyranax Rex?
Tyrannix Rex is pretty
Oh.
dope. That
Oh.
card is like
It's so
pretty solid
boring.
finisher.
It's so
It's boring, but it does the job.
I know, like
Why is it an 8/8 for 7 mana that can't be
Be-
countered and has trample and ward?
because
for-
Carnage Tyrant is a
Hey.
card.
Because Carnage Tyrant's a card, and we had to power creep it.
Yeah.
Why? Why does it have Ward 4? Why can't it be countered?
Because wizards.
Why
Fire
does it have
design.
Toxic 4?
I don't know.
I feel like
Mhm.
I feel like I'm gonna
Mhm.
die to the 8/8. I feel like I'm gonna die to the 8 damage before I'm gonna die to the Toxic 4.
Well, that's what I mean. It's like you don't even like the Toxic 4 is like, oh, if for some odd reason you've been able to block everything and I can't get you corrupted yet, well, at least I got you corrupted now, and you're gonna die soon.
Yeah, like
Oh,
it's a,
true.
it's a
Yeah,
3-turn clock regardless.
Mm-hmm.
Why?
Oh,
That's
man.
good. I like it.
Do you think?
You know what I like
do
about
you-
it too?
What's up?
It has haste.
Yeah,
Wait,
no, it's good.
So if
It
you
has
ever
haste.
reanimate it, show and tell it, or anything like that, we gotta go fast,
Wait.
boys.
Wait,
Yo, wait.
Are you talking
talk-
about sneak attack?
the sneak attack?
Stop.
Let me talk to you about my Lord and Savior, sneak attack.
Through the breach, that shit. Oh man. Oh man.
Yeah, no, I think it's good. Yeah, green just seems really solid. Like, and then removal spells, like you have infectious bite. That's a good one, I think.
Oh, the green one? Yeah.
Yeah,
I didn't
like
even look at that. That's an instant fight spell. Great.
Yeah. I just
No,
saw
I-
this
Wait,
one.
it's not even a fight spell. It's just I deal damage.
it's a punch spell.
Nice.
It's a punch spell, and then you like, and you start off the infection. You just like here, get a poison counter. You know.
It's just the creme de la creme, just like right on top of it. It's like,
And then and then for those commander players, it says each opponent. So you know if you're a a toxic player in commander, it's is there for you.
Dude, we
Uncommon
know-
means it's going to be cheap in budget too.
we know a lot of toxic play people.
Anyways, that's not me, right?
You don't play anything with poison counters, but you are toxic.
Yeah. You know, it's another wild green card, and I didn't really notice it earlier. But then
Which
when we
one?
saw it, Tyver Stan.
Yeah, I was actually going to ask you guys about that. I'm like, how?
Yeah, this one? Wait, is it? Yeah, I was.
Yeah.
It's like, where's
Yeah.
Tipple? Does Tipple die? Like, is he in the set?
I'm cool with him
cares?
going. The man gotta
Look,
go.
I don't even remember his name in the flavor text. It just says I forgot his name. It's forgotten.
I will make sure your name's forgotten, Devil.
The target creature you control that's plus X plus X. Hexproof and indestructible.
Dude, you can just pay for one green. It's still good, right?
Yeah.
Wait.
You don't even need to pump. Like,
don't
okay,
even-
sure. The pump is there if someone decides not to block and you just wanted to like cheese somebody.
Wait.
Or
Why is
smack him
there a
around,
green-
in fact.
Wait. Why is there a better protection spell in green than there is in white?
Green has been getting a lot of good protection spells lately, and I'm just accept it.
I mean,
Yeah,
I
I'm
accept it, but like you gotta give white something now. You know, you're taking white. You're taking everything that white is, and you're just like, yeah.
wait.
yeah.
We got it. We got it in the set too, though.
Yeah, but this is just much better. It's hexproof and
Yeah.
indestructible
and indestructible.
for 1 mana.
You know what?
With upside, you can invest more if you want to kill somebody.
I think this
That's
actually.
something.
I think this might be the worst version of it, though,
That
because
might be.
I'm trying to remember. Does heroic intervention have all permanents or just creatures?
All
It's all
permanents.
permanents.
Okay, and then Tamiyo
No, but-
safekeeping with one creature or one permanent.
Yeah, but
Uh,
how much mana is that?
One.
Isn't
it's a
there
lot.
also blossoming defense from Kaladesh is like 1 mana also and it gets +2/+2?
And hexproof. That's the infect players.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
better. Yeah, that's
It just doesn't give you indestructible, but it gives you hexproof. So I think Tyvar Sand's fine. It's another good alternative if you want it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just said it's the worst version of like a really good effect. Like even then.
Yeah, here's the thing. It's like even though it's the worst version, it's still good.
I just realized
Yeah.
Venerated Rock Priest says whenever a creature you control becomes a target of a spell.
Yeah.
Hang
Ty-
on.
With Tyver
It doesn't
Sand.
ha-
Yeah.
Wait, is it really? I thought for some.
Wait.
Oh,
Wait a minute.
Oh, I thought your opponent had to target your own stuff.
No.
Oh,
Oh no! Oh no! Well, I just giant growth.
Yeah, I
It's like,
missed it.
really?
Hold on.
Giant growth.
Oh
Well, I guess
my
I'm not
God.
blocking. Ow! Oh, toxic one. Oh, by the way, I did a poison counter. So essentially, this is like toxic 2 on swing. If you're, if you-
Hey, your Titanic growths are going to put in work.
Yeah, I'm like,
Oh, I'm thinking about this in constructed play of giant growth.
Oh,
Like,
yeah, or technically, well, I don't know. Is it good enough to be played in like Modern Infect? Modern Infect has been struggling really hard though.
I heard the praises. They were very quiet, but I heard them.
Yeah.
so they
Like,
would probably be like, "Oh, we don't want to talk about this," you know.
we want to surprise people and get free wins.
It's our hidden tech.
We're we're back on the menu, boys.
Why does this have haze? What? Anyway.
Boys,
Yeah.
yeah.
Do we have any other cards? We've been focusing on green, but let's all agree that green is pretty good. I'd say, right?
Green is solid. Yeah,
Green
green
might
is solid.
really come back with this set.
So do you think well, I guess like while we're still in green, do you want to talk about like the Dominus or Nissa?
Bro, let's talk about Thrun.
Oh, Thrun.
Wait, what?
I don't know if I like this Thrun more. I like the old Thrun more, but
Thrun's kind of boring.
yeah,
Okay.
Thrun is cool. I'm glad that they brought back Thrun, but I don't think Thrun is as cool as the first time we had him.
I just see a bunch of like stuff on him, and I'm like, that's a lot of stuff for a 5/5 for 5 that can't be countered with trample, and it also has like pseudo hexproof with indestructible on your turn.
It doesn't have regenerate though.
He doesn't have a generate. You know what? Terrible card.
He's not as sticky. That's the only downside. Not as sticky.
Where's? It's down here, isn't it?
What were the
I'm
two
going
cards
all
you
over the
mentioned? The
place.
Nissa and what's the other one?
The
Are we talking
Dominus
about
probably.
The Dominus?
Dominus sucks. Done.
The Dominus?
What?
I think
What?
it's the weakest of them for sure.
I'll say
Right?
that, yeah, but with the whole like toxic stuff, like you make blocks like really difficult.
At
You're
the
like,
beginning
do
of
I
each
want to get
combat-
toxic? And then eventually, and then if you swing, and then they block, and like before block, I mean, I guess you wouldn't want to do that. Their power is doubled. Yeah.
Me
it's
personally,
just
I-
not. It's not good.
It's vanilla. Like I think it's the weakest one, but I think it's a fun card if you're playing Commander because we all love
Wait.
going ham.
But if you think about it, if you have multiple combats,
That's what I'm saying. Like if you're playing red green, this card could be really fun. Like, can you imagine? Just like there's so many ways. There's aggravated assault with the savage vet maw. There's a lot of ways, and like you can go to town. Like you can get really big and really swole.
well, you just win the game at that point if no one
Yeah.
can block.
Yep, exactly. So,
All right, and then who was the other one? Are we talking about
Nissa.
Nissa. So Nissa
the one that
is,
the one that we said was fake?
Yeah. What does that mana cost? 3 mana and 4 green? That's the clunkiest looking mana cost ever.
Hey, you can pay 5 and 4 life.
It's so ugly looking. It bothers me.
No, yeah. I mean, it's pretty ugly. I'll admit.
I was like, it's honestly why I thought the card was fake.
I still think it's fake.
It can't be fake when it's like confirmed.
No, it's fake. It's not real. It doesn't make any sense.
It really doesn't. Like, why does it look like that?
But it's pretty good, isn't it?
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah. As much as I don't like, as much as but like lore wise, thematically, I hate the +1. It's still pretty good.
Mhm.
Yeah, like
I also think I think the art is also pretty gnarly because like I think her staff is part of like an extra arm.
yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
Oh.
She's got 4 arms now. I was like that's like,
no,
that's-
she has 3 arms +1.
Oh, 3 arms in the staff arm. Yeah.
Yeah.
So Yeah, that's
I
pretty
don't know.
gnarly.
That, to be honest, that kind of looks ridiculous. I think what would be better is if she had 4 arms and then one of those arms was holding the staff.
No, that's not efficient. You have to like she could lose a staff. It needs to be fused with her arm. We gotta
Whatever, I
think
guess.
Phyrexia. We gotta think Phyrexia in here.
Then why don't you just put the staff in like the middle, like
Wait,
right
wait.
here?
Did we all forget that it's not just a staff? It's a sword.
Is it a sword?
It's
Oh,
sort
Sword of the Animus. That's
yeah,
right.
It's sort of the animus.
Oh, it's a sword.
It's the staff that you can pull out, and it's a sword. Yes, yes.
It makes sense. It's a sword.
I actually really like Nissa though, because she reminds me a lot like Freyalise and Garrick Wildspeaker combined.
Yeah.
Because like
I can see that.
yeah, like the +1 making a token every turn is so good. -1 to destroy anything you need, or destroy
I mean,
artifact or enchantment. That's good.
yeah. If you play for 5 mana, and like was it you subtract 4, so it's 3. You make a 4/4 token on the +1. That's
Yeah,
still pretty good.
it's still pretty like yeah. It can block and save your Nissa. Yeah, and then not to mention like I don't know if Green has any ramp, but playing this on what in standard like
Okay.
if, like I don't know if there's any good ramp packages in standard right now, but
I don't think
playing
so.
this like a turn earlier, so not only do you pay the 4 life, but like oh yeah, like you're gonna play this on possibly turn 4 or turn 3 maybe, depending. I have no idea.
I have top Airy Stomper right now.
Topiary Stomper. Yeah, Topiary Stomper. So basically, you can play on turn 4. Yeah, 3 to this.
Yeah.
Yeah, I dig it. It's cool.
But
Yeah.
also lore-wise, I don't like it, so I wish it ever existed.
It's okay. She was racist, so she deserves to get completed.
You know what? Now that you say that, that makes complete sense. She's like,
We have to undo our terrible past.
Yeah. What if that's the reason why?
No, I don't think so. Oh, I doubt.
I don't think so.
I mean,
either.
it could be a reason why it was like easy to complete her. It's because of that notion. I mean,
No.
aren't all Phyrexians racist anyway?
They're
No,
discriminatory. No, they want to help
they're not.
us.
They want to help you by forcing you
Yeah, but-
into their cult.
Oh, but if you're not part of their cult, then they hate you.
I don't know, Shield or not Shield.
They just say that you're lost, and you know you have to put out your misery.
Look at Rona. She's not completed.
Yeah, but they like her still, so they're like, oh, she's with us, so we'll complete her. Like she's not on the the priority list right now.
I guess.
So,
All right.
so what color should we move on to next?
Well, I don't know if we were focusing on a color. I thought we were just
No.
focusing on like.
I at this point, like when we just hopped the green, and then we just talked about all the cool green cards. We like at this point, should we just talk about colors?
All right, then I guess let's hop to white because I already have a card.
Yeah, I was gonna say
No?
like
Yeah.
the other. No, I was gonna say like when we were talking about Tyver's Stan. I was thinking about when I was talking about the other protection spell. I was thinking about Skrelv,
Which one's that one?
Oh, the white card, right?
the legendary might.
Oh, so to white we go.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, to
there
white
you
we
go.
go.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was going to.
Oh, okay, we
Yeah,
were about to
yeah.
go to Skrelv. All right, cool.
Yeah, I was like, bro, I want to talk about Strel.
I think it's a cute little thing. It's funny.
I think. Yeah, I like it.
It's fair. It's like it's not busted because you have to pay mana for the protection.
Yeah. I would like it more if Cube didn't have Mother of Runes and Giver of Runes. Like if I had
You know, but if you want to balance your cube, you could totally just replace it with this.
Or replace one of them,
Yeah.
like having a giver and Screv.
no, I think what would make me switch it out would be if I wanted to support more artifacts or have like a bigger artifact package, either artifact
Or
deck
to-
or
That is
toxic.
true.
Yeah, and then like you see that's all I'm saying about the toxic though. Like incidentally, these
But it also can't be blocked by creatures that come.
that's what protection does.
Oh crap! No, I know that. Oh yeah, you're right. I was like, why did they just put that? Oh, they want to remove protection because it's.
Yeah, because apparently protection is
Yeah.
too complex.
It really is though.
Well, just think of dead. Damage, enchanted slash equip, block, and targeted.
I don't know how to read, so
Yeah,
I don't think I would understand dead.
yeah, like
Okay.
yeah, this card having Toxic 1, and again, like I talked about, just incidentally, all the good cards having Toxic really does set up for like a poison counter archetype.
It also gives it toxic.
Yeah.
It gives something else toxic, which is
Wait, I didn't even read the part where it gains toxic. I overlooked that part. That's so good.
yeah.
I don't know. Like for me, when I saw that, I went, "That's not important. The protection's
Well,
important."
the protection's
The
the most
protection's
important,
important.
but it's
Yeah.
just extra upside.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's like because let's say that you are playing a toxic slash corrupted like cube or commander game, like just turning one and one of your creatures that you drafted or that's in your deck that doesn't have toxic to help like pile on to get that nice threshold. That's pretty sweet.
What's the mechanic of the set? Is it corrupted?
Yeah, corrupted. Yeah, corrupted's dope. All right, I
Anyway.
think
But yeah.
Screv is solid. It's a fantastic card.
Yeah. I just it had other cards not exist, or maybe in time it'll be in the right environment.
Oh, no. I need to talk about this card. I need to talk about how I dislike Swooping Lookout. I
I'm
dislike
like-
it so much.
It's an
Why? What's
artifact.
wrong with it?
I get-
Yeah.
It's like it's a better ornithopter. You think about it.
He was
It's one
very
mana.
passionate about this, and I'll let him speak his mind.
I dislike when there's a creature with a toughness of 2 for 1 mana. Why?
Hey, you didn't say anything about that Venerated Rock Priest.
Which one?
Yeah,
The
Venerated
green one. Venerated Rock Priest was a 1 green mana for a 1/2 with toxic 1. Whenever a creature you control becomes target of a spell, you.
I hate that one too. But this one has why.
What do you think? You were thinking his praises just moments ago.
I know, but I think I was more excited about like the effect that it gives. I just completely ignored the fact that it was a 1/2. I also dislike that. Like I think it mates it like I hate it when there's like toughness, like big booty things in constructed play. I hate it so much.
Oh, like it stalls the board, but 2 is not too bad. But I can
It's
see
not
what you
bad
mean.
until you pump it, and then it's like that 1 extra point mattered.
Mm-hmm.
Did I also mention it has flight and vigilance? Where all your 1/1 flyers, I blocked it. Oh, okay.
Well, technically, assuming that you're playing in limited or in cube, the 1/1 mites that you can block the 1/1 mites all day with this thing. Right?
Yeah, you could.
I can see that.
But I mean, I think it's a really good card, like for an uncommon. But I just dislike it.
But I don't think it's strong enough for a cube, right?
No.
Definitely
No, definitely
No,
not.
Definitely not.
it ain't no Savannah Lions.
Yeah,
I don't think Savannah Line's not even good anymore these days, sadly.
Yeah.
I would disagree. Oh, if you're looking for like maximum power cube, yeah, but if you're like doing something basic, Savannah Line and Elite Vanguard go hard.
I guess that's true.
Because
Wait, is Elite Vanguard that one with like that's like
it's the
first
human
rank
soldier. No, it's just the
Is
human
this-
soldier.
Oh,
Yeah, it's just a human soldier with power 2. It's a 2/1.
Yeah, because I mean I could talk about it more, but this ain't a cube review. But yeah, or this ain't a cube discussion or a cube focus discussion.
okay. And then also played at Onslaught.
You know, in cubes where you're doing
Ooh.
artifact synergies. This is sick.
Yeah, this is Oh.
And it also plays really well with the mites. Might
I mean,
Oh my gosh, that's
I
right.
mean the mites are in there, so I
Oh, that's I didn't even realize those are mites. I thought those were just ugly ass helmets.
dude,
I mean you can
Murgalo
wear it on your head, I guess.
It's the head crab now from
from Half-Life.
Half-Life. Oh my gosh, I like it. Okay,
Yeah.
that's so good, especially as uncommon.
Uncommon? Yeah.
Yeah. It just, like I think if you're looking at making the card playable, if you can get it down to 3, which shouldn't be that hard.
Oh,
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
honestly think that for Cube and then like Commander may not be that good, but for budget decks though, I think it's pretty solid. Yeah.
Because you definitely want down because the effect's typically at 4, but if you can get down to 3, godly.
if you get it down to 2.
Two's fantastic.
Reincarnation.
Have you achieved Nirvana?
Wait, Jawbone Duelist. This is
Jawbone Duelist.
It's a white
Or-
card. It's uncommon.
Is it the double striker?
Oh, oh
It's
yeah.
almost like
Wait.
Toxic One.
Did I put that in a tab because I also like this card too.
I don't. I don't.
You don't?
You know what? Every card that had toxic on it, I disregarded the toxic.
Yeah, if you were to look at it, it's like it's a 1/1, so
I guess
it will
that's
die.
true.
It will die to trade, unless it's like a trade of like a 2/2 or something
If
like
you
that.
think about it, though, this set has so many really, really good equipments and pump stuff and whatnot. And I don't think there's +1/+1 counters, but
True.
proliferate. Oh,
I was like, okay, this card in this set and in a vacuum, yeah, but standard right now has Illuminator Virtuoso.
okay.
It's the same card, but it has Connive whenever you target it.
Yeah, no, that's a lot better.
It's
Yeah.
like,
Oh yeah.
like when I say that, you're like, okay, never mind. And then the other
Oh.
option, like the baseline is Fencing Ace, and that is better than Fencing Ace.
Just slightly better.
Yeah.
Should we talk about the Hive?
The Hive
The
is
Hive.
yeah, Bitter Blossom.
It's,
Oh,
it's not as
Oh,
good as Bitter
God.
Blossom. It's very fair, Bitter Blossom.
yeah.
I hate it.
I don't hate it. I like it for white. If you don't have black and you can't play Bitter Blossom, at least you have this to make tokens. They're also artifacts.
Are we
so-
talking about the artifacts? Are we talking about this in the context of a cube, or are we talking about this in the context of like
Just in general. Just in general.
Yeah, in
Because we
general.
all have different perspectives. I'm very cube focused because that's what I do.
yeah?
I mean, in a cube, I think this ability, like,
That's
with Toxic, never mind.
that's the
Yeah.
That's the payoff if I choose to run Toxic as an archetype.
Yeah.
But because I'm looking at things through a cube and poison counters and Toxic aren't part of like.
I don't know. I'm here like.
Oh god, it's
this-
definitely
I'm thinking
that
about
is-
like affinity. Like it makes artifact creatures. Affinity.
true. Yeah.
Metalcraft. That's a thing. In Commander, the same thing. Affinity. Metalcraft. You also have token support.
But the thing is, it's like it's the reason why Bitter Blossom is strong is because they are 1/1 flyers.
Oh, and you can chump block with them.
And Trump, yeah. This is like you
Chump
make a
fair.
1/1. Unless you're like playing like with red, like some red strategies like allow creatures to be unblockable. That if they're like 1 power, 1 toughness. Even then, blue. I think blue also has that too. With there's like that one. Was it not? It's like a ninja card or a rogue card.
Oh, you're talking about Tetsuo? Or not Tetsuo? Isn't it Umezawa? It's the one from Dominaria, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's true. Like, I just think Scrap's Hive is not bad, but it's not great either. It's very fair. But
I give it
think
a 7.0 out of 10.
that's fair. Okay.
Oh, okay, I can't. So first off, the Toxic disregarded. I don't care about it. It doesn't matter to me. All right.
No,
so
yeah.
So what do we have left? A Might every turn that can't block.
Yeah.
So if I can't block, I only got one option. Forward.
Wait. Well,
Forward.
Well, if you think about it, it also creates a resource of like a creature or an artifact,
Are you
Like-
talking about like? Are we talking about like you want sack fodder for Commander?
You
like
no,
aristocrats?
not even Commander, or you could do it sack fodder for like aristocrats in like Cube or aristocrats in.
Yeah. I know. But I want to block. Like,
I agree. Yeah.
okay. I think
Yeah, true.
one of two things should have happened. It was maybe Wizards tested when this card's too much. Either the might should have had flying, or they should have been allowed to block.
You
You
Yeah,
know,
I think it would be better if it was like 1/1 with flying and they can't block.
That would be
Oh.
the most aggressive game. Actually, that might be too much.
How would
yeah,
it be
but,
too
but, it
much?
sounds, but it sounds like so fun though, because it's like attack, attack, attack.
Yeah, it's like you're forced to attack with,
Yeah, I
and
guess.
it goes in with the corrupted ability. Like you want to have them corrupted so they get lifelink.
I
think that's-
guess.
That's really pushed though, but that does sound like fun though. But they probably did test it, and they probably be like, yeah, no, let's play it safe, you guys.
Or they already had the art for it, and they're like, these things don't have wings, so they're not flying.
Honestly,
Or-
it wouldn't have made sense with that flying. But man, the fact that you have to, it's like your only option is swing. And like
Maybe.
if they play like
Yeah.
if they play what was that 1-drop 1/2 you were complaining about? Now you're
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you're screwed. Yeah.
Exactly. This is why I want to play this Hive card, and I can't because there's a 1/2 for 1 that exists.
have to wait every other turn to swing. Ugh. No, wait, I have to wait every third turn to swing.
All right, but if you were to, I'm not trying to justify it as it being good, but regardless, if you don't even look at that effect, it's you lose 1 life to give your creatures lifelink.
No,
They're
you
toxic.
don't. No, you don't.
I mean-
You have to hit
No,
them
if-
3 times.
No, but if you already corrupted them without this card, like if this card, think of it, you could also think of it as like an enchantment in the deck that's like, was it like an anthem?
Is it worth it though?
No.
Just because.
No.
Question.
Yeah, I don't because if I view it that way, I feel like it's not good enough either.
No, but if they're already corrupted and there's no way to remove these counters in this set, I think, like, I don't know. I mean, it'd be like, yeah, I'm gonna go 1/1. I lose 1 life. I swing with my creatures with toxic. I gain X life or whatever.
God,
I don't know. I think this card's funny. I think it's decent, but it's kind of bad. We should probably just move on.
You know,
I heard this
I
card
don't-
dies to
I-
aggro.
I don't think that this price is correct.
$5.
Whatever that is.
I see it at $5. I can
Wait,
I don't see it at $5. I see it as like $1. It's not
$1
it is not
too.
worth.
No,
Yeah, it is not. It's not worth $6.
but you know what?
I can't believe that's actually the pre-order price. What the heck?
No, because they're thinking about Bitter Blossom. They're like, yo, it's a Bitter Blossom.
It's a bitter blossom with lots of downsides. Like they definitely balanced it. Like they played it so safe.
No, it's okay.
Are you
I'm
sure
done.
they played it safe with this card? You know what? They
I
might
don't
have.
think.
But then you
I
look at
think
green.
so.
Then you look at green this set and go, nah.
Oh yeah, green. No, they're just like I don't know whoever works at R&D right now, but like they love green, and then they're just like.
Yeah, and then we might move on to the companion card for it because Huinko in the chat's talking about Mondrak. That might be the
Mondrak?
card. Yeah, that might be the card that saves this card.
Oh yeah,
What-
like because
what's
it's the Dominus.
It's the
white
Dominus.
one.
Yeah.
It actually plays well because it's a annoyed procession on legs,
Oh yeah.
and not to mention if you think about it, they play well with each other because its second ability requires you to sacrifice 2 other artifacts or creatures.
Yeah, Chris.
And-
Sacrifice those worthless mites that can't block.
Oh,
Yeah,
say no more. They have utility now.
they know
That's
more.
what I was saying. They're a resource.
Mm-hmm. And then
Hey, wait. Also, if we think about the set of like all the equipments and all that stuff, yo, just suit up those mites, man.
They have to swing.
That have to swing. By the way, they also have toxic one. Also, if they are if they are corrupted, you gain life too. So if you pump that mite with toxic, I don't know, man.
Oh, you're
think-
right. I get to inflict 1 poison counter.
No, you get to inflict 1 poison counter, but then you also gain a bunch of life. depending on the power.
Like, yeah, I'm gonna like.
Did I mean, this card also beats those mites too. You equip this with the might.
Wait, which card makes the might? Oh, the infested flesh cutter.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Uh,
Ugh.
what? I don't know. Three mana for +2/+0. I don't know.
It's 5
Maybe
mana. It's not 3. It's 5 mana.
Shh, we don't talk about the. We don't talk about the initial.
It's 5 mana, my guy.
I wanted to like the card, but
I don't. It's fine. It makes a what is it? It makes a 3/1 that can't block for 2. I think that's fine.
We have Captain's Claws. I'm sorry.
yeah, that's
Okay,
true.
okay.
That's Captain
Alright.
Souls.
Any other white cards that we want to talk about? I feel like we've been like
Like
dissing
we don't
white.
have to, we,
other
we
than
don't,
I mean, we don't have to talk about Elish Norn, but we all know about that.
what
Elish Norn. You know what? Actually, I saw someone bring up an important thing about Elish Norn.
All right, we're gonna talk about Elish Norn.
what was it?
It was that her downside or her negative. It's the only effect of that, or it's the only version of that effect that's not symmetrical.
Oh, yeah.
So I hear people talk. I was on Twitter.
So people don't like the what is it?
Jesus,
Oh,
look at all
the
those different
purple orb.
variations.
Oh yeah.
What is
Yeah.
that list?
Yeah. Yo, that looks cool.
You know
But
what?
yeah.
You know what I think about? Because there's
Yeah.
so many variations, hopefully there's actually enough of different things that she won't be too expensive.
I'm sure this card. Why is it that? I'm sure this card, like the normal variant, is going to be like $2,
No,
$3.
no,
No,
no.
No. I
not
think
with
the
all of these.
I think
maybe
that
20. I see
No.
20.
I think the normal variant it will probably be like a 15 to 20, right?
Yeah.
And then the rest of it will probably be like 20, 25, depending. Foil would be like 30, 40. It depends on how much this product gets opened.
Yeah, because the only way to get Elish Norn is in this product. And
True,
so
true.
the variation, so the baseline price of whatever the card is, it depends on like the standard play. And I think this card won't see a ton of standard play, but Commander
No.
for sure. So that's gonna set the card like 15, $20, maybe 30.
I thought it was kind of funny because I saw this article by Sheldon where he was talking about how like the card may be worth a ban just because it's generically too
What?
good. But I don't think so. I think it's like yes, it's generically good, but like not every deck wants it. It's because he was comparing this card to like things like Rhystic Study and Smothering Tithe, which are like generically good cards that you could put in any deck. Like Elish Norn, I guess you could make an argument if you play enough ETB things like Landfall or
Yeah.
ETB creatures.
But I'd
I-
rather just play Torpor Orb at that point.
Yeah, so that's what I mean. It's
Well,
like,
no, because
like,
Torpor Orb will hit your stuff too. Elish Norn doesn't hit your own things.
she's a pan Harmonicon for your things, but
Yeah, but it's like
that's the thing is like I don't
Yeah.
think it's ban worthy at all because it's just people overreacting because a lot of people were supporting the article saying that I totally agree, and I think the reason why he wrote the article is because
Who are these people?
people on Twitter who are really sensitive about things who don't like stacks.
what do you mean you
Play
people?
Go for the Throat. What are you doing?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Where's your removal? They act as if though like removal spells don't exist.
They don't. I don't know what you're talking about.
Bro.
What is a removal spell?
Play your Blast Act. Like Blast Act is a really good removal spell that has been reprinted a couple times now.
Why would I want to destroy my own creatures?
At some point, I need to question how many removal spells you guys run in your decks. At some point.
I think it's like for me it's like 2 or 3.
Wait,
Yeah, we don't run removal.
wait. I was like, are you seriously asking? Because I feel like I do run removal, but I feel like
as in board wipes, like 2 or 3, and then
oh yeah. Board wipes, I think it's like 2 or 3. Some decks, if I know I'm slower, then I'll run more. Than I'll run like 4 or 5.
I have like at least like 5 or 6 single target for sure. I think.
I might. Yeah, I think for me it's like 6 to 8. But I try to. Lately, I stopped playing a little less removal just because it just I don't know. Sometimes it's just it feels slow. So I wanted to play more proactive cards. So I've been getting greedy.
Yeah, but
I
I
don't
Yeah.
mean,
know.
Commander rewards proactive play.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm like, plus it's just my playstyle too because I just like to be the person where it's like you answer to me. I'm playing, and then I love playing stompy creatures and stuff like that. So it just makes sense.
It's like if they're thinking about like, yeah, it's definitely Panharmonicon, but like, what's Panharmonicon like? 4 mana?
Yeah.
Mhm.
So it's like one more.
Like, it's a
Hey,
creature too. She's a
it,
creature. She can be removed. It's
yeah, no, I think she's good. Don't get me wrong, but people were just making the comparison of her to generically strong good cards like Smothering Tithe, Rhystic Study, and those cards where it's like it's too many quote unquote good cards that's going
what
to homogenize a lot of decks
all
and just make.
all. Sorry,
Oh
sorry.
no, but that's just their argument, which I'm like I don't think this is at the level of those cards.
It
I
isn't.
don't.
And then
Well,
lore-wise, all the Predators have had 2 abilities tied to them that are like the opposite, or not the opposite, but hinder your opponent. So it just makes sense if she's the Panharmonicon, she prevents people from being having Panharmonicon.
Oh, and then not to mention, it's like, what's more brutal, like this one or the first Elishorn that gives your creatures -2/-2? Like
I,
sometimes like that one just wrecks you and you can never come back from it.
bro, that one is terrible. Yeah, that's. I
That
feel
was
like that wrecks me more
hilarious.
than
Yeah, the -2/-2. Who knows? Maybe
oh,
it's
just
because
play bigger creatures.
well, I don't know. That's what I'm saying. It's like I think the older Elishorn wrecks you and then slowly kills you because of the +2/+2 pump. But so
Just
I
play
don't.
bigger creatures. It's
Yeah, I don't
it
know.
won't wreck
I think people are silly. It's a good card. Don't get me wrong. I hope I do get one because because I love my ETBs.
you love your value.
I love my value, and it's always funny seeing one of our friends, Chris Pham, always be like, "I play Reclamation Sage." Sorry.
Get right.
Yeah, didn't you play like Torpor and then he tried to?
I think it was that or Hushwing Griff. Like I flashed,
Yeah.
like he played it, and then I flashed in Hushwing Griff.
Was I there
like
that day? I remember something like that.
It was so funny. That was so. Oh, that was so good. Do you guys think the Empress or the Wandering the Eternal Wanderers any good?
I think she's fine.
I'm mixed.
I'm
She's
mixed
fine.
too. I don't know. Being 6 man is kind of
You know what? I'm biased towards Elspeth though. Sun's champion.
yeah.
Alright,
That's-
but sorry.
but I don't think she's good enough, right? Because Elspeth's Sun's champion is so strong.
She might be actually might be better.
Do you think so? Or I think the reason why she's has the potential is because no more than one creature can attack the Wanderer each combat. Like, kind of ensures that she stays alive.
She also makes it 2/2 with double strike. for
Yeah.
zero. Like you have to ensure that the creature is at least 5 power to even hit, right?
Oh,
Yeah.
you need trample, right? Yeah,
sorry.
like yeah.
5
so
toughness, but yeah.
5 toughness, yeah.
Yeah,
then-
no, I think it's
And then,
good.
and then
but-
last, like
hmm.
the +1 is good if you play like. When do you return the card?
Beginning of that player's next end step.
So like Flicker Wisp.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so you can blink out attack blockers too. Or you
Can
can.
you?
No,
you mean
you
like
have to do it
you mean
before,
like you mean like pseudo vigilance, right? Like you swing in and then you like plus and then you flicker it out and then it comes back untapped, right? Is that what you mean?
No, I mean you can flick out your opponent's stuff that's in the way.
True, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I didn't even think about flickering out your opponent. So I'm thinking about like just like resetting your thing and getting value.
Yeah, so like for like white mid range, I think this is pretty solid.
yeah, okay.
You know what's also funny is that Elish Norn lights this Wanderer's +1 like was it the ETB effect? Like, oh,
Oh yeah,
I double
six-
my own stuff. I have my own flicker right there.
Hey, think about it. It even curves into it in standard 5 to 6.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
Yeah, it's a thing.
the big difference between the two, like board wipe is different because all the small stuff stays with Elspeth Sun's champion. Well, then you're plussing to make tokens, and plussing to make tokens is always good.
Yeah, but this one is 0, but it's a 2/2 double strike.
Yeah.
I think
The minus, you know what? The -4 is pretty good.
Yeah, no, and the
Like-
-4 is a real thing too.
especially because you can activate right away and still have her still be alive, right?
Yeah.
And then her passive lets you, if assuming they don't have any, trampler to get over like your one creature, then yeah, that's good.
Wait. All right, I need a ruling thing. So like, all the wanderers just say legendary planeswalker, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So I know that planeswalkers have that. No, never mind.
Oh, yeah,
You can play 2 different Jaces, right?
Yeah, that's the new rule now.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm still thinking about the old days.
The olden days.
But but the olden days, this wouldn't have mattered.
This wouldn't?
No, even in the old rules, this would have been fine.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I wasn't sure because it's like legendary planeswalker. So is that the type? And it's like, yeah.
Yeah, because they don't have a type, then you would have. I mean, this is like boomer stuff now. But not having a type meant you can have all the different wanderers just hanging around each other.
True.
Cool.
Yeah, but this would be a card I keep my eye on. I don't think it's that good, but I wouldn't be surprised if he gets played more.
I don't know why. I just like the Wanderer. I have a thing for like white planeswalkers. Like I just want to make a good like your Boros deck where it's like I'm just gonna play mass land destruction and then just use my planeswalkers as like card advantage.
Oh.
Just play mono white walkers. There's that 5-drop that
Dejiru, yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
I don't think it's gonna be. I don't think it's a good deck. DJ Eru.
Yeah, you search your library for a planeswalker card.
Who remembers that card?
I do because I look at it all the time. I think about that card because I'm like, yo, I'm gonna build that mono white planeswalker deck.
This man's freaking Wolverine on the bed, looking at the picture frame.
Like I don't know why. I really wish I wish Karth the Lion was freaking green white or something, or even white black. Like I'm just like, oh, why is Karth the Lion Golgari?
That's super awkward. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it is what it is.
Okay.
White solid. I don't think Kemba is kind of boring. I don't know. I think
Anthem. It's a 2/2 white cat.
It's okay. I don't know. I think she's just like a generic equipment support. That's all it is. Nothing like nothing.
Every time I play Kemba, she just dies.
Wait, but cats.
I do like cats. You're not wrong.
But cats.
Like it's just.
Oh, actually, hold on. That's actually a pretty good effect for Cat Tribal.
But cats.
Like okay.
Robo approves or Nazan.
I think Nazan is sweet because I haven't finished the list yet, but I was trying to make a Nazan list that was like a commanded version of Hammer Time. And this card would be pretty sweet because you could just auto equip the hammer and then Colossus Hammer. And then you just go smash into town.
I don't know, Victor. I feel like you're like sending unwarranted hate towards this card with like there's a deck that you have.
It's not hate. I'm just saying that like it's cool, but it doesn't do enough. That's the day that we live in. Is it a contaminated bloater? No, it's not.
What do you mean it doesn't do enough? Wait. In a Krat tribal deck, you put in equipment for free. It also is an Anthem. It also makes tats. What more do you want, Victor?
You have to pay 5 mana for it.
I wanted to make equipment too.
Yeah, I wanted to make equipment. It needs to spawn fucking bone splinters.
Oh,
no, cool. No, it needs to make rocks, and it needs to have partner on it, so it can pair up with Togo.
Oh man, that'd be so.
I like this 3/2 with board, but sorry, you want to read? Kemba?
I don't know. I was just gonna ask. Like, I think Kemba's fine, but I don't know. I might try it. We'll see. We'll see.
Don't you want to talk about this card, Victor? I
North
forgot.
Wellspring, I did, but I think it's only good for like budget commander decks. I don't think it's way too slow.
Yeah, the card
for-
sucks.
Yeah, it's way too slow. If it was like remove one oil counter, then draw a card, I think it's fine. But because they have to remove 2 oil counters, I think it's good for budget decks. Because so
I think for any deck that can't draw, maybe like a green-white deck, this is very appreciated.
I don't
guess
know.
green does draw.
Green has so much good draw now. Like they've taken the stop and
Yeah.
they've been focusing on giving white card draw, and I think they still are. But then like white has gotten good card draw last year with like cards like Archivist of Ogma, Esper Sentinel, Welcoming Vampire. There's so many like cards that like Benny Brax. Yeah, those card draw things tends to be reliant on like you have to do something or your opponent has to do something. But this one's a little too slow in my opinion because you have to.
But it scries.
It does, but
Card
that's the thing. Though,
sucks. Like, stop.
I really wish that it was remove 1 oil counter. I really wish it was. When I saw it was 2, I was like, oh, this is just a budget card. That's all it is. It's
You guys want to hear what's gonna happen when you play this card? You're gonna play it. You're gonna swing. Did your creature die? No. This card did nothing. Congrats.
All right.
True.
We have to make. We have.
True.
Oh wait. We have to put it in a Taser deck where you can have a sack outlet and it triggers twice. So then it automatically gets 2 oil counters.
So you
There
can
we go.
tap it to draw 1 card.
And you have to pay 1 and then tap it to draw 1 card.
I like the extra steps. I love it. Beautiful.
You know, there's this great card called like Culling Altar or something from back in the day, and you paid 1 mana, sacrifice a creature, put a charge counter on it. No, wait. You tap it to sack to put a charge counter, then you pay 1 mana to draw cards off of it.
Don't you have to sack it afterwards?
Yeah, but that was way cool. I ran that for a while. Like, that was way better.
It's true. I agree. But I don't think it's as bad. But you know what? I agree. Yeah. I guess you can't. Yeah. I'm moving on. I don't like it anymore.
I think
I'm trying real hard.
Right.
for what it's worth, the artwork and the flavor text is fantastic.
Oh yeah, beautiful.
Is there anything else that's cool? Worth talking.
In white.
People were spazzing out about the white version of Obliterator, but it's.
I don't
it's
care
alright.
about that card. I don't even. I saw
I
4
don't-
white mana. I said, I'm not looking at this.
I'm like, yeah, it's cool. It screams combo tastic where you want to put like a pariah on it or something, and then like, haha, you cannot kill me anymore.
Why are these poses like so similar? Like
Phyrexia.
Phyrexia, they're all part of the same mindset and goal, man.
I guess, but it also feels lazy.
Phyrexia.
Yeah.
All right, I'm down to move on, or
Yeah, let's move
Alright.
on. Let's move on. Oh, there go. Oh! I'm sorry
Oh.
if you guys hear that. That's my girlfriend.
wait, no, it was also your dog. It was also
It was
your
also-
It was
dog.
just your dogs. Wait,
it
it
was
was your
also my
girlfriend and your
dog.
dogs? Hold up.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, like
Wait.
she likes to mock them.
I'm gonna.
What?
I like girlfriend. I'm done. I don't know. I don't know.
This is why I love her because she's so funny.
Okay.
Alright.
All right, we move on to
Should
blue.
we focus on more cards or on more like colors? Because we could talk about colors all day, but
Well, I had nothing for blue. There was like not a single blue card I liked. I'm looking.
okay.
The only blue thing that I thought was cool is the Blue Sun's Twilight, the Dominus, I think blue has some good stuff, but it's nothing like crazy.
I think
I
the
don't know, man.
Dominus might be the best card.
Yeah, Dominus is sweet.
Dominus.
It's
Tukufu.
Cthulhu.
Kodokan from Mortal Kombat 11.
Oh my god. You know what? Yeah, it's probably the best blue card. But
Yeah.
not probably.
that
but
one,
not-
that one's sweet. I think Icramore Gauntlet is a fun mythic.
Yeah, but not
It's-
for. It is a fun mythic, but not for my traditional cube.
Yeah, no, that's what I mean. Is like they're fun cards, but nothing like crazy powerful. Maybe Blue Sun's Twilight could be a cool one. Maybe.
I never liked.
I wish it. No, sorry.
I never liked paying X to take control.
But that's the thing though. Is like it's it's not an end of turn effect though. So you permanently take it.
Yeah,
And
but
then the cool.
even then, I never like because there's a bunch of blue cards that do that. I never liked it.
But
I'd rather play Dominate.
But the value of copying it, you get a ETB effect if there is one.
Okay, that's
I have
true.
to pay 7 mana.
I don't know. Maybe I'm just like I'm thinking about
7 mana for that. Wait, 7 mana. Yeah, 7 mana. Take a 5-drop.
to take a 5-drop and then copy it. Like there's a lot of good 5-drops these days in
Yeah.
Commander.
I think it's too conditional. Or I think
Maybe.
I think the conditional part is what like turns me off. Like my
I
brain.
guess that's fair. But then to be honest though, like if you're playing like I'm thinking of like maybe in a non-vacuum where like in the deck you're gonna have a lot of mana discounters. Like is it that one Electromancer, Goblin Electromancer? That'll help fuel it.
Haughty
Jace's-
Vision.
Yeah, Haughty Vision's another good like discounter. So there's a lot of things that you can discount, and it's very doable.
Have you ever heard of God of Teed?
Oh yeah, but I haven't seen Galatik in so long.
Yeah, boomer.
Dang.
But otherwise, I think I guess there's like encroaching mycosynth. That's like interesting, but I don't think it's good enough because it's 4 mana. Because it's like didn't people lose their minds about that one Warhammer 40k card, the one that's the black one, that's very similar, where it's like it turns all your artifacts or non-artifacts into artifact spells, and whenever you cast an artifact spell, you lose a life and you make a 2/2.
Something like that.
Yeah, biotransfers or something like that. Like that card is like it does this effect, but it also gives you a 2/2 body with like every cast you do. This one it only gives that like converting into artifact spells, which I don't know how important that is, but I feel like someone's going to try to break it.
Oh, you know what card I just remembered now that we're talking about it? The Mind Apparatus.
Mind Apparatus?
Or Mind Splicer Apparatus. It's blue.
This one.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay. Yeah, okay.
This might be the best version of this effect.
Yeah.
Because you can proliferate it, right?
No, because it has flash.
Well, the
Yeah.
flash is yeah, I guess that's true. You can, and then you get the upkeep cost, upkeep trigger immediately.
Yeah, and so like over time you just make it less and less.
Yeah, if you don't remove this, I think it's game ending.
I don't think it's game ending.
Hey, it plays well with Blue Sun's Twilight.
Okay.
It does, yeah.
Oh, yeah,
I just think of like all like this, like the draft. Like if you're drafting the set on like MTGA, and then it's like you play this. If you don't remove it, you're gonna lose.
Yeah, they're gonna get a lot of value from it.
Like,
otherwise,
had it not had the flash, I think the card would have been like meh, and I would have
yeah,
ignored it.
It would have been very mid.
Yeah, even with the increasing like mind counts, you spend 4 mana to lose a turn. With flash, you don't even lose that turn, or lose that mana.
Oh, well, not to mention, it's like you're in blue. Chances are you have counter spells or like some sort of tempo spell. So if there's nothing worth countering, there you go. Flash this thing out. Yeah, there's just more options. That's always good. I guess the only other blue spell that kind of stood out to me was Prologue to Phyrexia, because I thought it was very funny about the comment that Mitchell made.
Oh, what? Oh, yeah, Tamio. Yeah. For science, I'll tell you how it feels. I won't leave anything out. Just for science, you can do whatever you want.
This should have been 1 mana.
Oh.
Yeah, it should have. Oh my gosh.
Would it? 1 mana would be so good, right?
I think so. But like, I don't know. When I see poison caps, like it does nothing. That's how I see
Well,
them.
Yeah, I think the reason why it depends on how much you value corrupted, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so it's one of those things where it's like if it was 1 mana, it might have been too good for the standard format.
Yeah.
So, eh. But yeah, I don't think blue's blue. You know, it's nothing too crazy.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think.
Were you about to
I
talk
think
about Jace? I was waiting
No,
for
I'm going to talk about Crow Prowler. The Screw Jace.
Peasant cubers rise up. This card's
I don't
sick.
know. 3/2 for 3 with Flash. To tap a creature on the board?
That's pretty
Bro.
sick.
Yeah.
I think that's the best iteration of a 3/2 with Flash. 3.
Ah, no, there's Pestermite.
Pester. Oh, you're right.
But this one has 3/2. This
This-
card's
Deceiver Exarch has got a fat butt. So
Yeah,
1/4.
but I can just tap it.
That's true.
You know what? This is an artifact for it's a blue artifact for Grand Architect
Yes. Yes.
and Urza
Victor. It's also a cat.
for
It's
Kemba.
also for Kemba. Blue White Equipment's Unlimited. Here we go, guys.
You know, and I was just looking at this Distorted Curiosity.
I just saw it just now. It's actually, I think it's pretty good. If yeah, right. It's a decent payoff.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Sorry.
Strictly better divination, right?
Yep.
Oh, I don't even. Oh yeah, it is better divination. But like 1 mana to draw 2 is kind of crazy.
Yep.
Dude, it's like the closest we can get to pot of greed, right?
Oh, I now play Distorted Curiosity. This card allows me to draw 2 new cards from the top of my library.
Oh, wait,
What does that card do? What?
I was gonna say, how do you guys feel about Minor Misstep? The not as good Mental Misstep.
Meh.
I like it.
I like it. I wanna like it, but at the same time, it's like, I don't know if it's good enough.
It might be.
Well-
I think it will be, given time to prove itself. I wouldn't
Yeah,
play it.
Is Mental
Hmm.
Misstep banned in like any other constructed format?
It's banned in Modern and Legacy, right?
So,
I think
like,
so.
would you play Minor Misstep in Modern or Legacy?
No, I don't think so. Just because like Mental Misstep
Uh.
was so good that you can pay for free. I think that's the reason why it was so good.
It was that good, but like it's debatable because you can still hit a lot of things. You can hit Elvish Mystic, Birds,
Mm-hmm.
Bolt,
Ragavan,
Ragavan.
Esper Sentinel.
Can't you counter like Mana
Zero-
Rocks too?
Mana Rock's typically not.
I guess. Oh, you can counter
You can counter
Colossus
Moxie.
Hammer. Colossus Hammer. You can counter the Sigarda's
Yes.
aid, the one that like auto attaches.
You can
Um,
be scared about Ornithopter.
Oh wait, it's a mana value 1 or
One
less.
or less.
So
That's
or
why I was
less.
saying like Moxes.
I wasn't even thinking about Moxes. I was thinking about like living end. You can just be like, nope, get that. Get
Oh
that
wait,
outta
it does
here.
hit that. Yeah, it will hit.
Yeah,
live
like
again.
because it's like all the cascade stuff. Like, get out of here. Like even if you try to cascade into it, like yeah, I think it has a potential.
Sideboard for sure.
It could be, yeah.
Yeah, it's too narrow for cube, or at least I think it's too narrow. I could be. Well, I don't. I also don't play Vintage Cube. I think it might be really good in Vintage Cube.
Oh, I think vintage, yeah, because everything in there is like super cheap. So, yeah. All right, I like it. I dig it.
Right.
Are we
Should we
gonna
move on?
talk
move
about
on to
Jace
black?
or no?
Jace? Nobody likes Jace anymore.
I was like, okay,
I
Jace ain't
mean-
that good either.
Yeah, it's like, what do we have to talk about, Jace? Like, what are we looking at? Like,
he mills.
I like this I like the -2. Like,
The minus 2 is good. Yeah.
If I
He
can draw
just
3
mills.
cards.
Yeah, he just mills. Like it just doesn't feel. It's crazy because it's like for a Mythic Walker, he doesn't seem that impactful. Like he just mills.
put
I
that
guess
draw 3 though.
Yeah, that's true. The draw 3 can be really, really impactful. It can be.
Other than that, no.
Yeah.
Easy.
He's easy. He's a little boring.
Now I'll go towards
I also
Watcher.
I like what is it? Malchetor's Watcher? I like that too.
I do too.
Alright.
The black.
Black. I have
Yeah.
nothing for I have
Black has
I
some
think Blair.
sweet stuff. Like, I think the was it the Carnage Dominus is really good for Commander. It's pretty sweet.
Annoyed with Affliction deals with our with her insane
Bloated Contaminator.
yeah, it deals with it. Get
Mhm.
wrecked.
Oh, there's one. Okay, there's one card on my list that was in black.
Which one?
It was Vraska.
Isn't that black green or is it? Oh
No, she's mono.
she's
She's
black.
mono. She's mono black. So
Is this her
I
first
was
time?
right. Where she turns you into a treasure artifact.
It was
like it.
weird. I wasn't ready for
Yeah,
that.
that's cool. I like it.
I can get behind Vrasta turning me treasure, you know?
What?
I know. Hey, you know, maybe I like some, you know?
What?
Anyway,
I just want to lose all abilities, you know?
I just want to lose all abilities. Yeah, I want her to tap me and sacrifice me to add one mana of any color.
You know, just
You know what?
proliferate.
You guys are just so much. I think that's so funny.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's right. I was like, how are you gonna get her to ult? Oh, that's right. You just zero, and it's like, oh yeah, by the way, it's a zero, but I still proliferate. I feel like that's really strong.
it's
Like-
it's really strong proliferating because it's like if you have another walker out, ooh.
Yeah.
Or if someone's toxic, or if you're toxic too. If you're feeling frisky, you know, you can increase the toxic levels of yourself. You know.
Yeah.
Oh man.
And she actually.
Oil count. Oh yeah, you have the
Oil
oil
counter?
counters. You got everything. Yeah, that's good. She's solid.
And I was gonna say, she plays a lot. Like, the way I look at her play line is gonna be similar to Obnixilis Reignited.
I think she's better, right?
I think she is better, but the minuses are different.
Mm,
Because one
Yeah.
kill, this one turns into a treasure. So you're passing your opponent's stuff.
yeah, I can see
I mean that, and also losing all of the card types and abilities. That's kind of
Yeah.
busted too.
Her ult sucks though. I don't like her ult.
I don't think I honestly the old I think the zero like she's meant to be a really strong support card where like she can remove a problematic thing
Yeah.
and then
And she's also hard to remove if you pay her for 6 mana. Like for
Oh,
having
yeah,
6 loyalty, that's tough.
technically 7 if you zero her, right? You don't minus right away, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it depends what you
Yeah.
need in the situation.
Yeah, no, I think Ross is good. I think if you're a rat EDH player, we got a new legendary rat, so that's
Oh,
that's a
where
that's
is
a fun
he?
one. It's Karumonix, the Rat King.
Oh, he's like what is it? Like a
Letter K. The
C?
letter K. I think you
Oh,
K.
I'm illiterate. Yeah.
No, you just passed him. But yeah, I think he's
Yeah.
fun. Especially if you somehow make like pack rats. All your pack rat tokens have toxic one. That's cool.
And then I'll just play more pack rats. And then I'll play my Throbbing Stone and get my pack rats.
No, you think of you thinking of Rat Colony with Throwing Stone.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah, but yeah, I think it's fine. Otherwise, Phyrexia Arena reprint is fantastic. The card is actually going to be more accessible to people now.
Yep.
I would say for a while. It's gonna go back up.
I guess that's true. It will go back up depending, but we'll see. I think people like when people play with it, it depends on your play group. If your play group's slow and grindy, it's good. If your play group's fast and explosive, it's not going to be good enough. So, and then people will learn that like, oh, this isn't for me, and then they'll try to trade it in or something.
I think if you're worried about the pricing of the card, I don't think they'll recover in years. Because this is a card that was already available that just suffered from low supply.
That's true. Mm-hmm.
Anything else in black though?
Carnage Dominus is cool. He's it's just a black Taser, doubles up your death triggers. No, but otherwise,
Who?
the Drivnod Carnage Dominus.
Oh, Drivnod. There it is.
Yeah, he's a thick boy. Or no, he's not thick because he's an 8-3.
Oh
he's
my god.
He's a swole boy.
That's a swole boy indeed.
Yeah.
Wait. Wait. And then his protection thing or his indestructible card is.
It's pretty easy. It's pretty easy to do, right?
Oh my gosh.
Wait, what does it do?
You just pay 4 life, and then you exile 3 creature cards from your graveyard, and then he gets his indestructible counter.
Yeah, it's pretty easy.
Yeah, that one's easy to pull off.
Bro,
so yeah. All right.
I guess red since that's
well, yeah. Let's move on to red.
Do I have any red cards that like? Oh, we'll figure it out.
I don't think I had any either.
For me, it's just the
Oh, the Dragon Wing Glider.
It's just the Dominus. I think is like the coolest one.
The Dominus? I thought you were talking before this. We were talking about Dragon Wing.
Was that?
We were talking about Dragon Wing Glider.
Oh yeah, Dragon Wing Glider is a sweet card.
Bro.
Yeah, it's like, can you just imagine like if you have like some sort of like artifact cost reducer for this thing? So good.
I think it's 1 mana short, or 1 mana too much for the equip.
Yeah,
I
but I do agree. But luckily, we are commander players. We play things like that gives you free equips, like Arden or Pure Steel Paladin or any other cat.
And
yeah,
Kemba.
And Kemba, we just make a 2/2 cat, and then it just auto equips, and the cat has flying and haste.
I'm just looking at it as a 5-drop for flying and haste.
Yeah,
I'm not even looking at the equip cost.
Yeah, dude, I really like Stormbreath Dragon too.
All right. Well, speaking about dragons, how do you feel about that Capricious Hellraiser?
I never actually looked at it. I just looked at it. It had triple red and 3. If you have 9 or more cards in your graveyard, that's great. Beautiful. Love it.
It needs haste.
It just needs haste, right?
Yeah.
But I mean that's all 3 cards are random from your graveyard. And then you choose a non-creature, non-land. I mean, if you stack it, I'm meh. I like playing a 3-drop for.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's like it's just missing haste, and then it'd be very aggressive and very nice.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Koth. Oh, I love getting mountains.
Do you think Red Sun's Twilight is playable in the EDH?
Red Sun's Twilight.
What does that do?
It's double red and X. Destroy up to X target artifacts. If X is 5 or more, for each artifact destroyed this way, you create a copy of it, a token copy, and it gains haste. Exile them at the beginning of the next end step.
I'm mixed.
Because I'm here like some people play what's that one red card that's from Almond Cat? That's like red and X destroy X target artifacts.
I know what you're talking about.
By force. It's not white.
Oh, that's what I'm saying. Red is by force. Yeah, by force. So like people play by force, and that's good enough, right? This one, you have the potential upside of copying people's mana rocks and getting like basically possibly refunding the X that you invested into.
But it's only temporary.
Yeah, but then that's the thing though, is like, I like it because even it's temporary, but think of it like kind of like a free spell, because like, What if you pop like a couple soul rings and a couple mana crypts? It's like, hey, it's kind of free.
I guess, but it's like
Free.
I have to pay 7 mana to get to.
Yeah, you have to get to 7 first, but it just I'm just trying to like think if it's like if it's worth replacing by force or not.
I think you could. I mean, I guess. Yeah, I guess you could. I'd rather play Bifrost though, because you could just pay 2 mana to destroy 1, or 3 mana to destroy
That
2.
is true. That is true. Yeah. Okay.
But I mean,
Otherwise-
if you're looking at upside, like if you're willing to pay all that 7 mana for it, then yeah, for sure.
Oh, well,
Consider
because
that
it's
done.
like because I'm here thinking in my Marath list is like I make mana pretty easily. I could, replace it, but
Yeah.
well, I have to see, wait and see. I think the card is gonna be sweet in what's it called though? What's that one Tyrian X lady? She doubles up your X spells, so that's actually pretty sweet.
She's not in the set.
No. She's from Warhammer.
Yeah, he said
Warhammer.
Tyranids.
Tyranid,
Oh,
Warhammer. Yeah, it's a Warhammer thing. So she's a team. She's teamer. So I'm like, oh, this is pretty sweet. We gotta talk about Oxida finisher.
Yes.
This is
I love
pretty
it.
solid. Do you think it's good enough for cube or no?
It depends on your queue, but I mean, if you support equipment as an archetype, I think this is decent because 7 mana, 7/5. That's a big body.
With trample.
Actually, yeah, I was like, it's trample, so I'm like, okay. It honestly depends on your queue, but if you're looking for like a fat red beater, this will do it.
Yes.
I don't know why he just looks so badass. Like the armor and then the axe.
Oh my gosh, and the freaking flavor text now. Popular wisdom.
wisdom says
Phyrexians don't feel fear. But popular wisdom has never tried to hold a bridge against an enemy ogre or an angry ogre. It's ogre.
ogre.
I love it. He looks more like a gorilla than an ogre.
He does look like a gorilla to me. That's why I thought he was gonna be an ape.
I don't think there's any other red cards that have piqued my interest.
Like, are we maybe not power wise, but Nahiri Sacrifice? I like the flavor text of it.
Was it last free breath became a defiant roar as she tore Shiodra's collar.
So basically, I think she looks like she was fighting for the rebels and then she got caught. So, yeah.
I like the flavor text on Thrill of Possibilities.
Oh, I saw the reprint and I was like, I'm not gonna look, but as the infection spread, Nahiri's thoughts grew tangled. She needed to protect what she loved from Phyrexia. Or wait, what would you love from Phyrexia? Or maybe Phyrexia could protect what she loved. I can see that second part, but what does she love about Phyrexia?
No, but that's the thing. That's when she got infected, right? So it's like it's warm. It's kind of like messing up with her brain.
Yeah, because the completion does that to everyone it hits.
Mm-hmm.
I say they're all weak.
But the art's so sick though.
I like the art. Wait, are there any other variants of? I need more variants of this. Like I need an etched foiling of that card in my life.
Yeah, it just looks really good. Yeah.
Sulfim is 5 mana.
4.
Or no, it's 5 power. Why is it 5 power?
Because Red is angry and must be swole and must be pushed.
Because he needs to dominate. He's a dominant.
I was like, oh man, that's a good. If it had haste, it would be too much.
Because, oh yeah, it would be. But you know what? It's because he needs to put the clock on people.
I'm being ambitious here, but would his indestructible counter on him, would you consider that as an enabler for madness?
Yes.
Yeah, technically, because you can.
It's 1 mana to just start 2 cards to then
Well,
madness.
1 mana for life, but yeah, you could definitely do it.
Yeah, dude, I love bring back Griselbrand with reanimate.
To be okay, I'm going to be honest with you. Like, I'm thinking of like this card is still pretty good in like a red black commander deck, right? Because you could just like dump this and reanimate.
Yep.
Not Griselbrand, but you know you can just reanimate people.
Sheldon, bring back Griselbrand. Coward.
Bring back prime time, you coward.
This card actually might be bigger on my list now that I'm like looking at it again. Yeah, but so like the Dragon Wings, that's really not much going on in red.
No.
No.
Should we go on to multicolor now?
I realized
mean-
there's a green card I missed.
Oh, what was it?
Conduit of Worlds.
Oh,
Conduit of Worlds.
Yeah, I know you
yeah,
guys
yeah.
weren't too big on it. No, it's
I'm like,
Oh, we're talking. Oh, yeah, that's
Yeah.
right. We forgot about that.
it's aight.
Oh, it's down here. Sorry.
it's in green. We were going back
Yeah.
to it, which is why I brought it back up.
I'm here like it ain't no canker bloom.
It ain't Kinker Bloom. But you know what it is? It's like the weird mix of like I think I described as Underworld Breach and Crucible of the Worlds.
Crucible. It's very, very balanced though. It's like they played it very safe with this.
They had to. I thought about it. They had to.
Yeah, they really did.
Because when you tap, you got to reanimate anything essentially for whatever mana you paid for it.
Well, non-land permanent.
Yeah.
So you're not really reanimating. You're like just flashbacking for free.
No,
Oh,
permanent, so-
non-land permanent. Oh my gosh, you're right. All right. I'm
Yeah,
illiterate.
so
I thought it was like non-creature, like permanent. Like you can't reanimate it. Oh, yeah. Why does green have reanimation?
Green's had it since Innistrad, and maybe longer.
But- Yeah, but I didn't think green had it by itself. I
No.
thought green always had to have like another color coupled with it.
no,
to do that.
well, oh wait, I guess like you're talking about like to bring it straight from the battlefield, right? So at least
Like-
this one you have to cast it though. It's not like a free cheat in like black does.
Green head does have reanimator.
Oh.
It's kind of janky.
'Cause-
Oh,
because-
you're right.
Because green had like regrowth and other things that brought things back, but you have to like you always put it to hand, so you have to cast it, right? So
I don't
I
like
imagine
it.
I imagine that it's a similar idea. You're just skipping a step.
I don't like it. I mean,
I understand because it's slower, but then I sat there and went, you know what I could do every turn? I could sack Siege Gang Commander to its own ability and replay Siege Gang Commander.
I guess you could, but that means you need like 7 mana, or
It's slow,
it's really slow.
but
I
yeah, no, I understand. But I was thinking like you could do that. Like, why are you allowed to do that? Because the card won't go away either.
Yeah, it doesn't get exiled.
it doesn't. Yeah, why doesn't it exile it? Oh, this is green.
Well, it's probably because it's like you only get to cast that one thing at that's it. So
I guess, but I'm indifferent about it.
I think
I don't.
time will tell in that one, and I want to
Mhm.
be right.
I don't know. It's 4 mana to do all that, plus some. Like you play it, and then you play a land from your graveyard. That's the best like scenario of that. And then the next turn, that's when you get to do it, unless you have a free spell. I don't know. It's kind of, yeah. I say late game, it's definitely worth it, but like mid game, when it comes out, I don't
No,
know.
it's like whatever. But like afterwards, if you can figure out how to get the value going, I think it's worth it. And it's card advantage for green decks because if you run out of cards to play in hand, you can always use that.
Unless I deck out.
Yeah, then you just die.
Oh, bro, I almost forgot about this card.
Did we talk? We talked about.
Did we
Kinker
talk
Bloom.
about it?
Yeah,
oh,
we
we
did.
did talk about
Yeah,
it.
we kept talking about how
That's
good
right.
it is.
I thought we. All right. I'm gonna skip. Did we talk about all the colors already?
No, we're going to multicolor now.
Yeah, we're going
Okay,
to
okay,
multicolor.
All right, Chris. Don't talk about your
Yes,
Atraxa.
Atraxa. You don't actually play her. You just sneak her out in cube.
Our Lord and Savior sneak attack.
Yeah. No,
or natural order.
her natural order, like
Or just Green Sun Zenith.
Green Sun Zenith. Here's
Oh,
Wait.
crap.
No, Green Sun Zenith, you have to pay 7 into it, right?
yeah,
Like,
but man,
Yeah, but it's from the deck. It's worth.
it's
I
different.
guess.
But you know what? Mitchell had issues with it earlier, but I was like, you know what's really good about this Atraxa is that when you play like these gimmicky, aggressive like decks, you burn a lot of resources to play them. What
Yeah,
this
yeah.
what this Atraxa does goes, hey, you want to refill your hand? You go, yeah, I do, and then you'll just refill your hand. And on average, depending on how you build your deck, you are more than likely getting like you're gonna quote unquote draw like 3 to like 5 cards every time.
I guess it's fair. The only thing that I find interesting about this Atraxa is that Battle is a new card type.
What?
Read the parentheses.
Oh, you didn't notice that?
You didn't notice that, Mitchell?
Bro, like I said, I'm illiterate. I don't read. Wait, battle?
Yeah.
What the heck is battle?
I wish I knew.
So here's
You
the
know
question.
what? Oh,
Is
all
that
right.
like I wonder if Battle is going to be a new card type in Marches and Machines, or
It's
you know what?
definitely going to be a new
And
card type in
It
March.
should
Yeah.
be March of the Machines. I can't see it anywhere else.
yeah.
Should we should totally do a video. I actually have a couple ideas for battle, and I think it would be interesting.
Well, I had a couple ideas too, but I feel like it'd be boring if it was just like, mine was a world enchantment.
Yu-Gi-Oh! Field spells.
Oh,
No, I was actually thinking something along the lines of a U spell, but it's only affected like what is it? It's only effective in like the combat phase, and then there could be either certain objectives that you reach, almost kind of like what's it called? Like
Wait,
uh,
what if they're
like,
what
going
if
in the
they're
dungeon.
mission style cards?
Yeah,
Ooh.
like what?
All right,
Yeah.
speculation for another time.
Yeah. That sounds like battle. Oh.
wait, that's so interesting because I feel like dungeons, like you pull it out from somewhere else, but like Battle, like you have to have it in the deck. Oh, that's
No. It's not in the deck. It's like a separate thing, like battle
but-
of something.
No,
Oh,
but
you're right. But it is in the deck. Yeah.
It has to be in the deck because it's a card type. That's why it's like, oh, it's interesting.
You know what?
Yeah.
It could work. It could work.
I just
It could
don't,
still work,
yeah.
but it'd be
speculation for another time.
another time. All right. Well,
Yeah.
do you want to go first, or do you want me to go first about like one of my like multicolor spells that I like?
You got it, Victor. You got it. I don't have any interest.
I got two, but I'm
I'll
just gonna
find
pick
it.
one for now. I'm gonna go to Glissa Sunslayer. She's so good.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I agree.
Oh my!
Even though I
goodness.
just said I didn't like it, I agree.
I'm like, such
She's
a
so good.
boring card.
No, because you know what? You know why I like this so much?
Because she's
It's
not
because-
gimmicky like her other versions.
No. Her other version's fine because it's a fun build around. But it's like I like playing janky strategies every now and then, and I can totally see Glissa Sunslayer, Voltron with some sagas because remove up to 3 counters from target permanent. I'm just gonna going back on like certain chapters and just like go to town like the Eldest Reborn or
Bro, I
like
didn't think about that.
yeah, I dig it. I dig it a lot. So, at first I thought that I was like, oh, maybe it's only good against like +1/+1 counter decks or something like that. But I'm like, or against planeswalkers, you used to get it for combat damage. Kill
You don't
Walker.
even need to make it Voltron. You can just make it like you can just have her as a 3/3 with first rate death touch, and it's like, do you want to block her?
Well, that's the thing though. Is like I imagine like you want to do a little bit of Voltron just because the keywords are so good, and it's a guarantee you do combat damage. People don't just jump block all the time. So yeah, because like token, like occasionally I'm the token player, so I can only imagine it could be very frustrating, like attacking into a wall of tokens. So, but yeah, like she's just really, really solid. Like, you know, if you don't have any good sagas, you can still draw stuff.
Bro,
Enchantments are enchantments are always problematic.
I kind of want to build that deck.
Yeah,
Uh,
no,
Green-
Saga deck's
Green
kind of
Saga?
wild.
like I was actually thinking about like is this doable on the budget, like a $50 budget?
Yes.
Like I
Yeah.
think so, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
Totally.
I think Glissa Sunslayer would be such a sweet, like, you know, intro commander for any player, like on a budget, or even if you want to go, because like here's the thing too, is that you can also play other things that have a you know, like age counters, right? Like, you know,
Cumulative upkeep.
yeah, like I don't know if like there's any good ones in green and black. The only one I could think of was Mystic Remorse was in blue, but like, you know,
Elephant grass.
I don't know what that is, but
It's a one.
I
It's
vaguely
a
do.
one. It's a one-drop enchantment from like visions.
So I know
think,
some
or
visions, but I don't know what it does.
It's basically like a propaganda, but for 1 mana in green, and it has a cumulative upkeep of like 1 or something like
Okay.
that. And I think it's a propaganda, but there's also some restrictions on it. I don't know. I gotta look it up now.
Well,
I bought a bunch out of speculation. Anyway, but removing that like for 1 mana, oh.
yeah, I think that's like pretty sweet. And then there's a couple of interesting things that like you can do. I'm pretty sure.
Oh, there's some. Oh, never mind. I'll bring it up later, like another like after
Yeah.
after this. But there's other enchantments too that I just thought about.
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now, but I think overall, I think she is a definitely fun build around. Yes, she can be boring if you just build around the card draw and and destroying the enchantment part, but the uniqueness of removing up to 3 counters from target permanent is like really cool. You don't get to see that too often.
That's fair.
All right, anyone? Do you have anything, Mitchell? Do you have anyone, Mitchell?
I don't know. I mean, I think Glissa was like my favorite, but like you kind of like, dang.
Sorry, I stole your thunder, man. Oh no.
No, you did it. I had nothing to talk about Glissa. I just said I was just saying I like it, but man, it's yeah. I got nothing. I got nothing actually. Really.
I got 2 of them.
All
Oh,
right,
okay,
go.
okay.
Well, I got a bunch of cards I could talk about for multicolor, but I'm a sucker for 3-drop 2/2 with double strike.
3
Which
drop
one's
2/2
this?
with double strike. Which one's that one?
Go up.
That one?
It's the Boros equipment.
Jorkadine?
Oh, yes.
Oh.
Like, this card's not that
Oh.
good, but I like it.
You know what? I think it's I like it too. It's underrated. If you don't wait, were you saying it's weak? I think the equip production is pretty good for 3-drop.
Well, okay, so 3-drop 2/2s with double strike. That's a baseline. What sets the card?
Yeah, 3-drop for 2/2.
Yeah, what I like the card can reduce his mana cost. So it's like,
No,
okay,
it says of other equipment.
yeah, so that's cool. And then you look at it itself and you go, equip 5 for just double strike? Never mind.
Yeah, but then at that point, if you just think about it as like kind of like an anthem, then like, or not an anthem, but a mana reducer, like for 3 mana. I mean,
While being
like
an
a
equipment
bird, right?
itself.
Let me tell you, my brother in arms, about Arden. He doesn't care about equip cost.
Bro, Skull Clamp. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, so now that it's like that, Skullcamp's pretty good. But now that like Victor brought up Arden, it's like never mind. You're right. I'm gonna chuck that shit in the trash.
Yeah, Arden just like makes these things like really solid, especially for budget decks. Like there's some really solid cards I think are going to be fantastic for budget builds.
And going further with like the equipment theme, Jorkadine.
Oh, wait. Yeah.
I think he's strong, but I think he's kind of boring though.
Wait.
I don't think he's
Never
that
mind.
boring. I think he's boring when you look at him, but he has a lot of different ways to approach him.
You think so? Because I imagine he's like just like another equip draw like payoff. Like it's just a different form, I guess.
You can
could
shove
say.
auras on him.
True.
Oh, that's true. You could shove auras on him. Yeah.
Yeah, so you're like
It's like, yeah.
the way I look at Jor Kadeen is the main goal is to get him to 4 power however you get there. So you can't do like the easy like straightforward route on him, which is build a bunch of equipment all over the place. Swing, have him become a 4 power, and then draw a card. So you can't do it that way. And like with like living weapon and 4 Mirrodin, it's really easy, especially in his own limited environment.
I don't. Are there any enchantments in this set that buff? I think that's been all reserved
No.
to all the equipments.
Within this set, no, because this is a more equipment focused set.
Yeah.
But like taking him out of his own set, now you're like, okay, I can play him with auras.
Yeah. And then he draws a card. He's also a bear. I like that.
He's a bear with trample.
He's a bear with trample, but like.
But he doesn't beat Wilson.
No. And then you can also play him with anthems.
You can, yeah, definitely.
Yeah, so like all these like small things you can do. I think he has a lot of build routes, but they all do the same thing.
But it's only one card though. It's not like what's that? Wylith? The he's a commander. Whereas like whenever he attacks, you draw cards equal to the number of the equipped cards like that's on him.
Yeah.
Like I feel like that's a big payout. It's risky, but it's a big payoff.
Yeah, I think Jor Kadeen's safer, and he draws drawing a card every turn. That's pretty good.
Yeah, he's a safer bet. I dig it. I dig it.
Yeah.
All right, for me, have you thought about anyone yet, Mitchell, or you want me to go ahead?
No, you can keep going. I mean.
Let me introduce you to Kethic Crucible Goliath. He's a red-black one.
Oh,
yeah.
This boy. Oh, have you heard of our Lord and Savior of sneak attack? Well, let me tell you, this guy right here helps fuel your sneak attack just like Atraxa. You just have to stack the triggers so that you just sacrifice the creature, and then you basically get the next creature that's on top of your library. And then you're set for the next turn. Or better yet, if you're playing in a non-cube setting and you're playing a commander deck, for example, like Henzi Toolbox, where like you're blitzing creatures, well, you can stack the triggers where, I'll just sacrifice a Kethic, I'll draw the card because of blitz, and then you reload and you're ready for next round, just like a sneak attack. And you can play sneak attack in the 99 just because. It's just in case if Henzi gets too expensive. I think this guy is solid.
Yeah, I think when we talked about it earlier, I was like, yeah, this guy's actually pretty good. Especially if you can take advantage of like sneak attack value.
But I'm also looking at it, and it's like sneak attack is strong because you get to play it and then swing. This doesn't allow you to swing.
Wait, did he say that? I thought he said it synergizes sneak attack.
It synergizes sneak attack.
Oh, synergizes. Okay, I thought we were replacing it with sneak attack.
No, it synergizes with sneak attack where it provides fuel for your sneak attack, because by sacrificing that creature, using its effect, you kind of like get the next one. Yeah. So similar to Atraxa, maybe not as good because Atraxa gets you like up to 10 cards or up to whatever amounts. But Atraxa is kind of a little clunky in my opinion. At least this guy's on color, and he's still a 4/4 beater at worst.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Victor, you're just thinking too small. You got to think big with Atraxa.
Atraxa is really. Oh, you know what? If I was to play Atraxa, I played like a reanimator, right? Not quite sneak attack in Q.
Yeah. You can do that.
I think
you can play natural order Atraxa too.
Oh, that too. Yeah, she is green.
Or show and tell.
She is blue.
Oh, that's true. I forgot about show and tell.
There's Kaito too that I actually kind of like.
Do you think Kaito's good enough?
I don't know if he's good enough, but this Kaito, I see him as a. He's not tempo like Kaito in what's it called was.
From Kamigawa, Neon Dynasty.
I see this is more of a control Kaito. Because he can stall. Let me check.
Well, I don't know. I think he's kind of tempo-ish, right? Because his +1 lets you kind of, get in for damage. and then his passive will trigger, which lets you like +0 him to draw a card.
You could do it that way, but you can also just +1 twice and stop your opponent from attacking you.
That's true too. Yeah, you can definitely do that too. Yeah.
Yeah, like he's like, I was just looking at this guy's really good at like wasting time. And then his -2, yeah, you can get like a drone that with Death Touch, and when it dies, you gain life. I
Very
think,
controlling.
yeah, I think this card's actually probably. I would play this card had I not, if I have room for it in my cube.
I don't know. I always that's a very interesting aspect because when I read the part about like dealing combat damage, I was thinking about, oh, you still want to be aggressive.
Yeah, but you don't have to activate that ability, or even if you do, like you can +1 twice and invalidate targets.
No, you only get to +1 twice if you deal combat damage.
Yeah, if you connect, which
Yeah.
I can see you easily do that with this card.
Mm.
Or you can +1 to deny damage and then 0 to draw a card. Yeah.
Yeah. It's pretty good. I dig it. The OTP is not completed. Kaito is with the Emperor.
Yep.
Which I'm happy about.
Yeah.
They're like new characters that like I'd rather have. I don't know. I think they're likable too. They also had a video together, right? The freaking
Yeah. Wait.
Yeah, they did.
Oh man, I just saw. Go to Kaya real quick.
Okay, I'm going to Kaya.
That's the ugliest mana cost next to Nissa's. That's all I wanted to say. Nothing else mattered. That's an ugly clunky mana cost.
But it's
double
because she
white
has hexproof.
That's okay. She can have hexproof, but that. Oh man, that mana cost is hideous.
What is this ability?
You draw 2 cards and each opponent may scry 1.
What?
Don't pay attention to it.
It still turned to enchantment if it wasn't an or. What? What is that card? It's not even.
It's interesting.
I guess, but it's also. Why?
Wait, did you guys even read Luca?
Oh, I think Luca. I think Luca's solid. Yeah, I think he's fine.
I think he sucks.
You think he sucks?
Yeah, like he actually might be solid, but like I look at he does nothing strong, nothing interesting.
Bro, he baits a 3/3 Phyrexian beast with toxic. That's right. You just look at it as a 3/3.
I think it's fine. Because I don't know. And the way how I see it is that he makes you a board if you don't have a board, and also blocks. And then also he makes mana so you can ramp. You're probably playing some sort of rule stompy list. And then once you ramp and you play your stompy creature next turn, it may be a little bit too slow, but your -4 lets you clear the pathway to get your stompy in. I think he's solid. He's nothing crazy, but it works.
Yeah.
If anything, I think Tyvar is actually pretty cool.
I've been seeing the praises of Tyvar. I'm not sold on him, but I'm seeing it.
Like, I think it's fine because I really like his passive effect. It's so good.
Yeah,
and not to mention, okay, this doesn't really apply to like maybe it does to apply to Cube, but for Commander, this I don't think it's good enough for CEDH, but this with Hermit Druid, I like it a lot. Like I'm surprised, Mitchell. Like you could test this out in your Hermit Druid deck.
I'll think about it.
Because like your Hermit Druid deck doesn't have haste, right?
No. Yeah.
And then on top of that, if someone like dicks you over and kills your Hermit Druid, you could just slap down Tyvar, assuming that he doesn't get countered. You're -2, you mill 3, and then guess what? You just return your Hermit Druid back to onto the battlefield.
Oh, that's actually kind of good.
Yeah, I think he's pretty cool. He's not bad.
All right, I see where you guys are coming from with that.
Yeah, you just.
I can also see if it's like they remove Hermit Druid, like you can just rely on the untap of one target creature, and it's like if you run a bunch of dorks like I do, and then like just tap on tap to generate more mana for what's it called is it Thanos?
Oh,
Thanos? No,
Thassios. Thassios.
Thrasios. Yeah.
Yeah, you can either power out mana for either Thrasios or Tassiger or whoever it may be.
I
Like
like it.
I like him. I think he's solid.
I gotta look at his other variants.
No argument here.
Mm-hmm.
Man, you're all finding cards that in the multicolored section that.
Well, those ones are the ones I think are cool. The other ones, I think they're but not really worth
Yeah.
really talking. Should we move on to artifacts then?
I was like, do I want to talk about Nihiri real quick? I mean, the only thing with Nihiri is just I see that she's terrible other than that zero.
The zero, yeah. I think she's terrible other than the zero.
I mean, the +1 sets up for this.
Yeah. Actually,
I just
she has two plus ones.
I just don't understand the first +1. The first +1 just feels bad. Like
I think it's because of Commander. Because people are like, Commander's the new format. I feel like this +1 is strictly for Commander.
I just want to bring back the good old days after a certain day.
Oh, actually.
Oh, I'm gonna cut off Mitchell's thought real quick, but
You're fine. I'm still gonna hold it.
Okay. What I saw, what people were talking about with the +1 is that it actually protects her from being attacked.
I was just about to say that.
Yeah.
Oh, I guess it does, huh? Attacks a player instead of her. Okay. All right, that's interesting. That's an interesting way to do it.
Yep.
It's like, I like hurting myself. I must protect Nihiri at all costs.
Why can't she be like Gideon? Gideon was like, hit me, not the player. He's my friend.
Yeah, Gideon is the best Chad.
Nihiri just thinks about herself. She doesn't care about others, right?
Yeah, she's selfish. Unless you're a loved one, then she'll change her mind.
No. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Because I saw that +1. I was like, wait, actually, that +1, like.
Damn, you guys are slick. Because I was just here like, I feel like it's so useless. It doesn't. I guess it does protect her.
It's kind of protection. Should we, do you guys have anything on the artifacts other than like the spell bombs or the stroll bombs?
Oh, you're missing the big one.
Which big one am I missing?
Go down.
Yeah.
Vivisection?
No, the Sword of Fortune Frontier.
Yeah.
Oh, well, we haven't gotten to that point yet. It's not on here. What am I looking at? You mean this?
Yeah.
I forgot about this, to be honest.
I think this is like the second best sword for any deck.
The second best sword in any deck?
Yeah, I'm that bullish on it.
I thought it'd be maybe like number 3 on my list, but that's because of like Commander. Like number 1 would probably Sword of Fire and Ice, then Feast and Famine, and then Fortune Frontier. But I guess you could argue that it could be number 2.
Yeah, it's subjective, but yeah, like my number 1. I don't know if you're Mitchell. Your number 1 in the Sword Cycle is Sophie or Sword of Fire and Ice, but mine's is.
Yours is Sword of Fortune Frontier.
Number 1 is Sword of Fire and Ice. Number 2 is Sword of Fortune Frontier.
Oh shit! Wait a second. No, wait. I actually really like Hearth and Home a lot too, because I actually got to play with it.
Hearth and Home doesn't work. Yeah, but it doesn't work every time.
Not all the times, but when it does, though, it's so good.
Yeah. But like, Fortune Frontier works all the time along with Sophie, which is why I like them. Yeah, I knew like you didn't like the sword at first, but now that like you heard that, you're like, wait a minute.
It digs you deeper. It digs you deeper than Sword of Fire and Ice. The only downside is that you don't get the 2 damage ping though. So
I need to look at all the other swords, to be honest. Because I like thinking about it now. I'm like, wait.
Like not all the sword like just those two are good in any situation. I get the protections are different, but and that matters too. But in terms of effect, I think this one's number two.
I don't know, man. Red and green is good protection. Like, I know white and black are king of removal spells, but as of right now, red you can avoid damage-based board wipes, which is fantastic. Like Blast Act is really good, right?
I was gonna say you could also avoid Dreadbore, Terminate, Bedevil.
Oh yeah, those two. And then for green, it's like you can also avoid
Maelstrom Pulse, Abrupt Decay, and, yeah.
exactly. But or more importantly, I guess like sneaking past big green fatties and still connect.
Oh, you mean like Elder Gargaroth and Cube?
Yeah, like you
Oh.
get yeah, you can just get past the big green fatties and
Dude,
just like I'm still gonna do my thing.
next time you're in town, you gotta play with Elder Gargaroth. I hate that card.
Card has so much text box, so much on this
Yeah.
text box.
And you know what's great about Sword of Fortune Frontier? Can't be blocked.
Yeah. Sword of Fortune Frontier. I dig it. I like it.
Yeah, but like, here's my reasoning: is that the exiling of two cards and being able to play the land is always good.
And then that's the thing too, is like it can kind of pseudo ramp you, assuming that you have a land drop. Or you know what's better yet? Even if you do brick and you hit two lands, you can still play both the lands.
Yeah, I like that. It's not pseudo ramping you; it's ramping you if that's the case.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I always love green ramping.
Yeah. Like, yeah, like the other swords, like I get Feast and Famine being really high on there. And I think for commander plays, it's mostly for the untap. It's not even for the discard.
Yeah, it's just the untap because people love like mana.
For me, it's
Yeah.
the discard.
Yeah, because you're a stacks player. You want to cripple people. You want to choke them out of their.
Yeah, get rid of
Yeah.
their resources.
But
You know
Yeah.
what, Chris? Yeah, I hate that you convinced me.
yeah,
It is
yeah.
the second best sword. It is the second best. I don't like the pros where like it's protection. I don't like it.
It's not that bad
Like,
though, because it's like
No.
it's like you can avoid blast act. That's actually really good. Like
So-
similar to Sophie.
Yeah,
And-
like it avoids bolt, and a lot of the meta is kind of green, right? In a lot of play
Yeah.
groups, so
Yeah.
it does dodge a lot so
Yeah, you get to kind of like go past their big fatties and just like I still hit you with it. You know?
Yeah.
It's just what it is. Like when I really I sat there and I thought about it and went, yeah.
No, I dig it. I dig it a lot. Like I'm just trying to see if like what am I gonna cut to play this in Fagledorn. So good.
Yeah, I'm definitely like cutting I'm gonna switch out sword. I had the red black sword nurse, Steel and Sinew for this one.
Steel and Sinew is actually pretty good though.
Yeah, but it doesn't
Oh.
work all the time.
It doesn't. But
I don't know. In my decks, what do you mean it doesn't work? Oh, sorry. I'm not looking at it as like a perspective. If it's
Yeah.
cube, yeah.
because
Yeah,
it's
it's
like
not gonna
well
work.
in Commander it's like you have 4 times or 3 times the likelihood of getting a nice target for sort of Sinew and Steel.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And artifacts is always a meta thing. So like no matter
Yeah.
what, I feel like it's so common. People run Soul Ring all the time.
yeah.
So, but in Cube, not
It
as
depends
much.
on what you're playing with.
But you know what sword of Sinew is steel pops? It's
Planeswalkers.
Sword of Forge and Frontier.
Yeah.
Oh, is that your argument to say that it's the more superior sword? Is the superior, the most superior of the swords?
My guy forgot how to
You
speak
could-
English. He was so amazed.
Yeah.
You could think that it is the most superior out of them all because you can destroy them all.
Yeah.
It can destroy itself. Okay, I'm done. I'm
Yeah.
The sword's too powerful. It needs to go.
Sword's so good.
Yeah, like just fortune for. And the other thing to evaluate swords on is just how much mana would you pay for this effect? And this is actually pretty on the course with 2 mana.
Well, isn't it 5?
Oh, 5, yeah.
It's 5, but it gives you plus 2 and pro red and pro green.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is pretty good already for 3 mana. Which is that's good for 3 mana already, and then the extra 2. Is the effect worth the extra 2? And it's like, yeah, it is.
And then that second ability, where it's like you may play an additional land. It doesn't have to be from the exile. It can be just from your freaking hand.
Yep.
That's
Oh, yeah. Oh, shit. Even better,
Yeah, I mean, that part doesn't work all the time. But exiling the 2 cards is never bad.
just pro. I don't.
Join us.
Yeah. Yeah, I get where he's coming from, because I didn't like the card at first, and then the protections were like, oh, the protections kind of suck. And
At first, I didn't like it either. Then I was like, you know what? I think it's pretty solid because I had like high hopes that the what I really wanted the red green like sword to be was like the red part be like destroy target non-basic land, and then green is like it gets you a land from your graveyard back to your hand or something like that. But I'm like, oh wait, but that's a little bit too situational.
Land destruction in
Yeah,
modern times.
Dude, I wanted like it has to be non-basic, of course, but that's what I was thinking because I was like, what has red for like in the swords, right? Because they're trying to like encapsulate every aspect of that color. So Sword of Fire and Ice, it's dealing 2 damage to any target. Unfortunately, Sword of War and Peace is still damaged, but it's based on the common number of cards in hand. And then Sinew and Steel is destroying an artifact. Okay, that's cool.
Yep.
And then what else am I missing? Red, white.
It's this one, sword.
Yeah, exactly. So then I was like, okay, well, what else can red do? And I was like, oh, destroying lands. I was like, well, destroying any land would be too strong. Probably has to be non-basic. That was just my thought. But this overall, though, I think the exiling off the top 2, that's solid. Yeah.
Got nothing else to say about the sword, so I'm good here.
Any other artifacts you guys are cool, like digging?
I think we could just I don't know. I mean,
I'm just here like, why the hell is there another Silax?
there is.
Yeah, I'm like why is there the filigree Silax? Is there going to be Norn Silax next or something? Like,
It could be.
I just think it's funny because we had Karn Silax, and then we had Urza's Silax, and now we have the filigree Silax. I'm like,
Oh, it's just. Can I just play Silex Tribal now? Just
yeah, like I just think it's kind of funny.
I was like,
it's like I want to talk about the staff, but I don't. So
staff is aight.
I think it's cool, but I don't think it's super duper busted. I just think it's very flavorful.
Soulless Jailer is something. I don't know how
stats.
to.
Oh,
I
yeah,
see-
that's
I see
right.
stats.
Soulless Jailer is actually a pretty decent card for stacks. Like, only downside is that I wish it was a 1/4 or a 1/3. Because I like playing stacksy decks that can at least attack and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But
But I mean,
otherwise, no, I
04 it's a pretty big butt. Also, why it?
What?
Is it 04?
That's what I'm saying. It's like, okay, I wish it was a 1/3, but an 04 does protect. It does block a lot of things.
It does
block a lot of things, and that's what I don't like.
It doesn't die to Lightning Strike or Lightning Bolt either.
This is true.
Yeah.
I think this is a tech. This would be a sideboard card.
Definitely.
Most definitely.
Because I think that non-creature spells, graveyards or exile, that's pretty strong.
The
I'm
first,
glad that.
yeah, like the first part's Grafdigger's Cage. What's that second part?
Is that even a? Oh,
Sorry.
I don't think. I think the jailer. Isn't there just like the soulless, not the soulless jailer, but there's another jailer from like.
It might be that, but no, the stack thing on this card, it's strong.
Yeah. I'm surprised it has two parts to it.
Yeah, actually,
Yeah.
you got a point. Why is there 2 parts? Oh
I
well.
think it's I think one card. Okay, so then the idea
spread.
is that
Right.
the permanent cards from graveyards can't enter the battlefield is counting your permanents, right? And then the second part is just non-creature spells, so it's your instants and sorceries. So you can't flash things back, or you can't jumpstart, or cast things from
Or
exile.
it's not even that. Also, it's also like you can't. I mean, I guess you can't cast enchantments from the graveyard. They're usually brought back through other means.
Yeah, which
Yeah.
is why they have that part where it can't enter from the battlefield, or can't enter from the graveyard. I mean,
You know what card
Oh, that's true.
gets around this card? Conduit of
Mm.
Worlds.
because you're casting it.
Yeah.
Are you sure? Because I feel like if you're casting from the graveyard, is that
It
it can't
it,
enter
it, it
from the battlefield. You know what I mean? Like,
It's on.
like
no,
It goes on stack.
yeah, it goes on. It moves from the
Oh, okay.
graveyard onto the stack to then be played.
Okay.
All right.
Ding
I-
Conduit in the world, you got away this time.
Got him, guys.
You got away this time. Lands? I don't think there's anything special about.
The lands are kind of meh. Like this, I think the type sphere is very cool,
I like
but
this
I
spheres.
don't think they're that impactful. The only one that I think is really cool is probably uh Seed Core, but that's only because that one actually might get seen as like a 1 or 2 of in Modern Infect.
Yeah, I can see that.
I can't,
Yeah.
but time will tell when I'm wrong.
But see, the thing is that in the infect cards, aren't they errata to be Phyrexian?
They are.
Yeah.
But that's the thing is like you don't want to play too many because you need to have enough colored sources to play your pump spells and stuff like that. But like
Yeah.
having 1 or 2 of these doesn't hurt because it's an extra pump when you don't need the extra mana. Yeah,
I
it
think
works.
that extra pump is pretty strong.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
it.
I like the. Yeah, that's it. I like
Otherwise,
the way that these lands look, but other than that,
the reprints are good. Blackcleave Cliffs and Dark Slick Shores. Like I know those have been going up because of modern.
Yeah. The reprints are good. What's the other card that got reprinted? Phyrexian Arena will probably never come back up now. I think
Well,
that
probably
that's a-
not.
I think that
I can
card's
see it being
decimated. Oh wait, there's Mirror and Safe House that we didn't touch on.
Do you think the Mirror Safe House is good?
No.
I think it's kind of meh because there's a card called Mana Refractor, and that came out in Commander 2016, the 4-color decks, and it has all the mana abilities of lands on the battlefield, and that doesn't get played. And it's a mana rock. It enters tap though, so maybe it enters tap. So maybe that's the reason why it's not good enough. But this one, I don't know. I'm here like it has to be in the graveyard.
I think time will tell.
I play by 3 mana Flooded Strand. I play by 3.
I don't understand why that was the mindset with everyone. I was like, what are you going on about? I could play another Misha's Factory.
Yeah, I can see.
I was thinking about like you strip mining someone's Gaia's Cradle and be like, I play a 3 mana Gaia Cradle. Oh, and then like and then tap it and be like, oh, I got 5 mana, so I net 2. Hell yeah.
Well, wait a minute. Actually, is there a land that can untap itself? Is there a green land that can untap itself?
Hold up. We're finding. See, there you go. Someone's probably found it already.
Or maybe not. I don't know. I mean, probably. We got. I mean, green land untap. Google right now. Okay. Images. No, like it has to be like I think it's like some old. It has to be some old land. Like.
I'm looking it up right now.
I don't know what the keywords that you would search for. Are you on Gatherer like to find like?
I'm on MTG Familiar. I typed in the word untap, and then what type do I want? I just want lands.
Like, maybe it's in a set like was it? Is it Shadow War? Or what what's it? What's the one set that has a Wither?
I don't think we're there yet.
We're not there yet.
No.
Okay.
Teferi's Isle is actually an option.
Well, it doesn't even have to be green. That's right. You could just stack your graveyard to a land that just untapped.
Yeah.
Scorched Ruins. I'm finding stuff like lands that sacrifice themselves.
No, unfortunately, the only one I can think of is like Deserted Temple, but that's like you pay 1 to tap to untap target land, so you kind of lose a mana.
Maze of Ith.
Oh, I did think about Maze of Ith
Or
too.
actually,
Lotus
wait,
Field.
no, you could you. Oh no, that doesn't work. Ah, crap. Dang it.
I think there's a lot of options. I'm seeing them
Yeah.
right now.
Like, yeah, you could totally. The card's playable, maybe, because it doesn't enter tapped, but I don't know. I don't really have high hopes for it. Because it has to be in the graveyard, right?
Yeah, I think this is a card I might appreciate with time, though.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah. It's damn. We've been going on for 2.5 hours now.
We haven't even talked about the commander cards yet.
I don't think this has them on there.
No.
I think you gotta put a filter on Scryfall to let them know.
I could go down to promos, buy a box, showcase. I'm not going all the way down. I mean, it might be all the way down.
What if I told you I was blind? I can't see the commander cards.
I'm illiterate and I can't read what commander card.
Let me check if there's any commander cards worth looking at, though.
There's a few.
I know people are super hype on Chiskoria.
I guess I could.
On who?
Chiskoria.
Chiskoria, what?
Chiskoria is the dragon.
Well, maybe we should do another, like.
Yeah, we could have another session where we talk about, you know, I think that's fair, right?
I think that's fair.
Otherwise, I think we had a great talk. Honestly, I had a lot of fun discussing about some of these cards.
Yeah.
I just said.
I'm sure. Sorry.
No worries. I was saying, like, you know, I had some good enthusiasm about the set, but you know, I got some more enthusiasm.
I was not hype on this set, and but talking to you guys, fixed some of it.
Crap. I didn't want to hype you up for this set.
I know. I wasn't feeling this set. Like, I was like, nah, I didn't buy anything either, and I still don't plan to buy that much.
Well, you gotta at least get yourself that sword or some singles, right?
Yeah, well, I feel like that's a given.
Yeah, but otherwise, like, I think the set's pretty well designed. Like, I don't think it's overpowered, but time will tell. We'll see how it goes. I just hope that Wizards actually continues to give us support for some of these mechanics, like Toxic and stuff like that.
Yeah, I'd rather have Corrupted a bit more focused on, since we already have Toxic Effect combined.
Well, we do have, you know, just spoilers for next recording session, but one of the decks is actually based around the Corrupted mechanic, Toxic and Corrupted.
Yeah, so we can really do a deeper dive on that one.
Yeah, so that's a good thing. So, but the question is, like, we don't know if it's going to be enough, and only time will tell, or actual playtesting will, you know, we'll see.
Yeah.
All right. Did you guys want to wrap things up here?
I don't think I got much else to say. I think we said a lot.
Awesome.
All right. With that being said, do you guys want to just end it?
Yeah, I think so.
We can end it.
All right.
Be a full send.
Yeah. Cool. All right. So we're signing off. Just if you caught us now, or if you skipped towards the end. Again, my name's Chris at Wake Up Gaming. If you're watching this on my YouTube channel at Wake Up Gaming, please subscribe. If you're seeing it over at Mahou Shonen, please subscribe there. And we could use all the support because we're kind of small.
Yeah. And then my name is Victor, and I'm working on a name. It could be anything from Massive Banana, Titanic Cucumber, or maybe it's just my generic username on YouTube. But I'm thinking about streaming. I've just been so busy and so overwhelmed with my dogs.
Oh, the demons.
They're cute little demons. They're like little fuzzballs. They're for you guys who don't know, I have two dogs. I have a Shiba Inu and I have a Pomeranian.
Oh dang.
Yeah, so they're really cute. I'm not gonna lie, but oh, they are sassy. They're a handful.
And I'm Mitchell, also Blueberry Lover. You can follow me on Blueberry Lover on YouTube, and then along with Victor, we also have a YouTube channel called Mahou Shonen, and we also upload this podcast up there too. So please like and subscribe over there too, as well as Chris's.
Yep.
Maybe one day we'll actually record our online, EDH games from Cockatrice.
Oh, we can definitely do the Cockatrice games.
Oh yeah.
The paper games are the issue, but we definitely want to get around to doing that one.
Yeah. Oh man. Oh, and then comment down below if you're watching a recording of this, if you want us to go over any other content like budget decks or deck ideas, or technically you guys did a white elephant, and that was it went pretty well. So that could be something that we could talk about next time too.
We love budget.
Yeah, well, like sometimes you get tired of playing the same old, and it's always fun to like be creative. Setting limitations is not necessarily a bad thing. You have to think outside or technically within the box because you have a budget, but
Yeah.
that's
Within the
besides the
box.
point. Within the box.
That's why I like Cube. Cubes play different depending on your budget, and you can feel it out. But,
All right.
All right. Well, close it off, Chris.
All right. Later, people.
Good night, everybody, or good morning. I don't know.
Later, daters.